Hey everyone, this is Chris. Welcome to the game room. This is going to be a very special episode. We're doing a stream where we're going to be talking about basically just Michael Ingledue, a very, very good friend of the channel, he got a pre-order accidentally. Amazon, he pre-ordered through Amazon, and he got it early because Amazon messed up. So he wanted to open it up and show everyone what's going on, and I offered to do it on our stream, and he was all about that. So we're just going to do it and have everyone enjoy it. So here we go. All right. So we're joined by, of course, Robert.
Hi, guys.
Zach from James and Zach, Dice Masters with James and Zach.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And our very special guest, and always in all the tournaments online. If you look for him anytime, he'll be there, Michael Ingledue.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
So
Yes, round of applause.
No, stop. No, keep on going.
So Michael's the lucky dog that got the Avengers Infinity on accident early. So
Yeah. Street date August 1st.
is this August 1st? Do I have the wrong
Oh,
calendar?
He's actually a time traveler.
Oh, yeah. He sent it to himself from the future.
Yep.
I have my
Don't
own
forget to
chalkboard.
wind your watch.
Your own chalkboard.
Nice.
Okay, so we've already talked about it since everyone's kind of seen the cards. Thanks to Isaac over at Rolling with
Gaming with Sidekicks.
Gaming with Sidekicks,
Yeah.
and Steven,
Awesome guy.
DM Armada and Ben have already gone over a lot of the cards and what they would do. We're gonna just have Michael unbox it, enjoy it, and really get his honest reaction as he opens it, and then we'll start talking about the cards and go through that. So, Michael, are you ready?
Oh yes, I'm very excited for this.
Okay. Go ahead. That's all
the
you.
patience on this guy. With the plastic wrap still on it all day.
I don't know how you were able to contain yourself, man. I would have ripped that thing open straight away.
I would have been like Scrooge McDuck with the cards.
Swimming in 'em.
Yep.
Ooh,
All right.
there we go. Looks like we've got our starter set type.
Oh. Okay.
Interesting.
So that's
So at Origins, they did show what I thought was the rule book, and it's that really big one underneath it there. But I didn't realize there was also a small one, like from the starter one.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
that's not a rule book then. That's just a thing about it.
for the team packs and stuff like that.
No,
Okay.
and also
Yeah,
it's also
advertisement.
the collector's list on the front. But of course,
Check
you already have all the cards. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so
Make sure you check all those
Yeah,
boxes.
check all the
for which ones you got.
like, hey, wait a minute, there's something missing from here.
That's happened to me before with a starter deck, by the way.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I was missing a beholder card, and I had to reach out to them, and they sent me one beholder card.
Oh wow.
That is the thing.
Huh.
Out of the D&D sets, I've had more bent rares than any other set.
Oh weird. My very first ever pack that I ever opened had a Harley Quinn card and a Brainiac card stuck together. I had to peel them apart.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
So these are just the white sidekicks in actions, right? They're not like a funky color.
No, not like the collector's boxes and stuff like that.
Okay.
Uh,
What are the action colors?
Yeah, they're just like the. Looks like red, green, blue, and yellow.
You're a little off camera there, Michael.
They're real vibrant.
Yeah, they're real vibrant.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah.
Very bright.
They are popping,
That's
sir.
pretty cool.
the much maligned green that everyone talks about online that they don't like.
No one. What?
I like
Someone likes
green.
green. Yeah.
Yeah, I love green.
Yeah, green's
Those are
awesome.
great.
Also, looks like they have
White
the
one?
looks like they have the sharp edges that the Superman Wonder Woman ones did.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Wear
Um,
gloves so you don't
round
cut
again,
yourself.
yeah. Right. I don't know if they roll any
You
better,
gotta
but
get some chainmail. That would be the key right there.
Yeah,
Your standard paperbacks. So.
oh yeah.
long
What's on
gone.
them? What's on them?
yeah. What did they got printed on those bad boys? Got some Avengers.
Yeah. That's like the yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
And then
Oh,
Go
look at
inside.
the guys.
Oh, I like that.
It's got all 4 of the villains, huh?
I know WizKids kind of went away from the like accessories and stuff like that, but I think that villain bag as a dice bag by itself would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, wouldn't it though? I mean, that's really,
Yeah.
really good.
That's a good one.
I kind
Yeah, I
of
don't
wish
like using the bags, but I always like the stuff that they print on them. It's always really cool.
I kind of wish they had a fabric
no,
bag, like a couple of fabric bags in there. That would be awesome. But
Yeah.
No, I was about to say, long gone from the collector's boxes when you actually got like the really cool bags.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these ones have cool stuff printed on them, so.
This is true. This is very true. No, and every one of these I've gotten out of starters or collectors. I've kept them.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or are those a little bit bigger than the original ones? Are they still the same size?
can you
I feel
fit?
like it's about the same size.
Can you fit your hand in there?
Barely.
Now make it into a puppet.
Yeah, make it into a puppet.
I think I'm the puppet at this point.
No puppet. No puppet.
So you've got, looks like all the dice are in that one bag for all the characters.
Yeah. And not like the turtles where they actually have like the individual bags with the 3 dice in them.
I mean, that was a lot of work getting them all out of there.
It really was.
Oh, I know, right? I told my son, it's like, you can help me get all the dice out of the bags. No need.
They could have at least made it
Just dump them off.
not see-through to give us a little surprise.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you just threw them all in there, all unorganized. All right.
Just get a big bag and fill them in more.
Not to unbag everything individually.
Yeah, that was a lot of work. I left all my Ninja Turtle dice in there until I actually needed to use them.
Which was never.
Yeah. Oh, there's not any hidden packs under there?
No hidden packs.
All right.
Just slip some aviators packs in there just for fun.
Yeah. So the insert, the plastic black insert there, is it a normal collector's box insert or is it like the turtle set?
No, it's like the turtle set, and then you've got the insert for the top where you could add a few more. Yeah, so it's not even a full collector's box for storage.
Gotcha. Well, I guess that makes sense. You don't really need it to be a whole thing if it's not a complete set.
Not really.
Yeah.
But for the expansions coming out,
I think it's going to fit nicely.
Yeah, I know,
think
because
it'll
when you get between the packs and this, you've got 24 characters.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I haven't figured out if you can fit all the. These ones, I remember the Turtles ones were weird because you can only fit like 5 across or something. Like it was an awkward number.
It was like only the middle section had like slots for dice.
Oh, yeah.
Especially on the top one here and stuff like that. Like the bottom one, it seems like you have more room. But the top one, it didn't seem like you had.
Yeah, it's 5 again. I always hated that. Why 5?
Make it max dice 5.
I mean, I guess you've got the box from the. I mean, it works out here because you've got the 3 from the campaign box and the 2 from the team pack, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Zane's accusing you of bribing
somewhere. No money exchanged hands, I swear. Well, except for when they finally took my money from the pre-order.
Well, that's true, yeah. So can you? So I go see like half of the box. Can you? Where are the cards? Are they?
Oh, they're right here.
Oh, I thought they just like forgot to give you the cards. That would be annoying.
Probably just start printing them off online.
See, the reason that they only have 3 max dice because you do have to buy 2 boxes because one box comes with cards, the one doesn't.
That's how they get you.
Okay, so it's just like a normal size rule book.
Yeah.
Interesting.
With a little insert in here for checking off, make sure you've got everything.
Yep. And then the thing on the back was just for the team packs.
Is it advertisement for the team packs? Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We're going to buy it anyways.
That way you don't forget to buy it.
Nah, we're fine.
I mean, I guess the idea is like if this was like your first ever Dice Masters purchase, right?
Okay.
And like,
yeah.
These are the things that go with it, right? So
exactly.
I know you had mentioned something about not being able to make 2 teams of it, but it still looks like they're toting the 4-card play style.
Oh, like for the first game? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So if
like
you could probably make two
like
4-card teams pretty easily then, yeah.
Yeah, each of you using a basic action.
Yeah. Well, we'll see in a second, but I think the villain player is going to have a bit of a disadvantage because I think they're pretty expensive.
I mean, that's kind of how
I think
you.
an Arm and Zola.
That's kind of how you and James were showing how to play it first when you guys were doing your instructional videos.
Yeah, no, yeah, 4-card teams. Yeah, you could make 4-card teams with this pretty easily.
That's not a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're still toting that for examples of play and stuff like that.
Which no one.
It would have been nice if they came with another mat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They always did them like that in the middle of the. Oh, that's true for 2 players. Because the turtle ones came with the little mats that were separate.
That's right. They
Yeah,
did.
and you got 4 of
Those were
them.
really cool.
But they were equal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. You'd think it would be for new players there. Oh, well.
And if them toting 2 to 4 players, like they need to include 2 mats. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't thought about that before, but you're totally right.
Well, I'm not going to have to go Xerox a copy.
I'm pretty sure if you Google Dice Masters playmat, you find the one from AVX still. Like it's the only one that's like available online.
Yeah, I think on WizKid's actual website you can print out a dice mat.
Yeah, I've done it before.
Okay.
I think it's still the AVX one.
Yeah. Might not have all the zones and stuff like that.
All right. Should we look at these cards?
Sure.
Oh, there's cards?
There's more cards than anything else.
This is very true.
Move that box.
Oh, and before we get started, we're individually going to be rating on a sheet that we set up, where we're going to be talking about if we think it's a good card, okay card, or bad card, and we're going to be giving how many dice we think should go with it that could get play. So that's kind of how we're going to be rating this: is good, okay, bad, and how dice use. So, all right, let's get into it.
Ooh,
All right.
that green's
Yeah, we got there.
popping.
I like
that green.
Oh,
And that green and blue.
that almost looks gray on the camera, but yeah.
It looks purple to me, but
Is it purple or gold?
That's my lighting.
oh my god, the latest internet trend, the hot debates.
All right.
First up is who?
Yeah, Arm and Zola. Do you want me guys to go ahead and put the 3 out there, or just one at a time?
You could do probably the 3.
Yeah,
that's
get
fine.
them out there.
So if you haven't seen the cards yet, they were available on DM Armada's page, and they got spoiled yesterday, but here they are as well. You see them here. A little hard to read, but I'm sure we can get through it.
Yeah, I'm
my
pulling up
camera's
both.
not the best.
We'll read them out. No biggie.
Yeah.
We have to.
So we can start off with a 2-cost Bolt Arm and Zola, Scientist Supreme. This is when Arm and Zola would be KO'd, you may pay 1 to clear all damage from him and return him to the field zone at level 1. This does not trigger any when KO'd effects. So, and then we have a
Overcrush blocker.
Yeah.
What was that?
That is true.
Oh, Overcrush blocking.
Oh.
Yeah.
1 generic energy, and they can't get Overcrush damage through.
Interesting.
I
Take
like
care of
that.
your fixed teams.
Yeah, exactly. Or for 2 energy, you could prevent him from getting KO'd by Gold Dragon.
Now,
Actually, at level 2 and 3, he wouldn't get KO'd by the breath weapon off the bat.
and another thing, if he's KO'd by Fix It and you bring him back, the rare Fix It, does that trigger that effect of not being able to roll another die because it comes back to the field?
It sounds like if they're saying it doesn't trigger when KO'd effects, it's going to be like Regenerate, where it's replacement for the KO.
Yeah.
And so it probably wouldn't trigger that for rare Fix It.
That's going to be a way around that never played card.
Yeah, right? Yeah. But a 2-cost that can survive Gold Dragon, that's interesting. I didn't think about that.
Super good.
All right, sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Remember to fill out your brackets, gentlemen. Remember to fill out the sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get there.
What is that you put in there, Chris?
It's
Oh, okay. All right, that's right. I forgot about our rankings.
All right. And is
Oh, shoot, I lost it.
I'll read the controlling ESP box. Is that okay?
Go for it.
All right. Controlling ESP box. When fielded, you may KO target sidekick character die. If you do, Armanzola gets +1/+1 until end of turn.
Didn't White Tiger do this, but she got Overcrush?
Yeah, but I think she was a little more expensive to field.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, I
true.
like it. You may KO target sidekick character die, so you can target your opponents, you can target your own, and then get a pump. I mean, it helps you ramp if there's no ramp in this set. I don't know. I kind of like it out of set. It's probably multiple ways you can do things with. I don't know. Put it on a what's his name? Vulture. Get Vulture in there. Now you just Vulture. Make him unblockable.
Yeah. I do like the fielding cost on
4 or 5 at level
Armanzola.
3.
Yeah, 0/1/1 for a 3 cost. That's not bad.
It's really good.
And they've been kind of moving towards the cheap characters have high fielding costs, like Jubilee and Wong and that kind of stuff. So it's kind of nice that he's cheap and has the low fielding cost. Oh, I think I'd rather him be a 2 cost like the other one was.
Yeah, 3's a little high. And if you're going to use it to KO your opponent's sidekicks, you're giving them the ramp.
Yeah.
It's probably only useful if you need to get that last little bit of damage through.
Anything with a when fielded effect with more than 2 defense, I get a little iffy about how often you're going to be able to realistically pull it off.
Yeah.
That's true. But there is another card in here, isn't there, that lets you KO your own stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4?
I'll have to get to that, I guess.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually.
I think this is my least favorite of the Armanzola.
Yeah. All right. Who wants to read the next one? Amongst My Creations in Dimension Z?
Michael's got it in front of him.
All right.
When Armanzola is blocked, you may pay 1 to remove him from combat before combat damage is dealt.
I don't really care for that ability.
Yeah.
Not a bit.
At least he's cheaper, so it's easier to get him, like a lot of them for the stats, but it's only when blocked. He's got a lot of defense for a 2 cost anyway. Shouldn't really need to be worried about that.
Yeah.
True.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know. If it was when blocking, it would be pretty decent, right? But it would be basically the same thing as the other Armanzola then at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's going to be a no for me.
Yeah. All right. I do like the idea that it's a good overcrush and breath weapon defense, though. That first one, Scientist Supreme.
That one's really cool. That's a really cool one.
Yep, for 2 costs, I'll take that.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, besides Fix It, like what else really is like an overcrush threat these days? Can't really think of much.
Some of those Warriors 3 guys.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's true. So you might get a little bit of that. Yeah, I mean it's just preventing him from being KO'd. It's not like he gets removed. The other one, if he's blocked, being able to remove him. The only time I can see that being interesting is like if they force attack him and they've got like Hulk out, so you really don't want him to do any damage to their characters or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that seems like a really fringe case. I don't know.
Yeah, it's too situational.
That Captain Chemistry, would that be affected by that at all?
For what?
The one to prevent being KO'd, does that is that get affected by the Captain Chemistry? Your combo that you and Joe like to use?
Captain Chemistry?
Yeah, the Captain America,
Chemistry Project?
Yeah, Chemistry Project.
I mean, it only works on Arnim, not on Captain America.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yep, I think the first one out of those 3 is the best one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it is really cool.
All right. Armanzola away.
All right.
Next up.
Oh, yeah. The Avengers ID card.
Avengers ID cards.
The art on this is not awesome.
Kind of cool.
I gotta say.
Why is his hand? Why is the hand so moist, and why is the card all?
Yeah,
wet?
right? Are they holding it in the rain? I guess.
I guess so.
Is it melting?
I think it is in the rain because if you see the background, it looks like rain.
It does.
I mean, yeah, you can tell it's got panels or whatever.
Yeah. Interesting.
So random.
Maybe he's got
All right.
swamp hands.
The one
most
non-character.
random picture. Find the most random picture of the Avengers ID card that you can, guys. On it. The moist one. We got it.
It was like ripping his chalkboard, right? It was like find a random image of this this background item.
So good. All right, so the Avengers ID card, is it the badge of heroism? Is that the first one?
It looks like the way he's got it, we've got
A priority identi card, making it official, then badge of heroism.
Okay, so priority identicard says Avenger character dice cost 1 less to purchase and are free to field until end of turn. 2 cost mask. It also has the burst and the double burst. Also prep a die from your bag, which is awesome. And it has a global pin mask. Target character die in your reserve pool or field zone gains the Avengers affiliation until end of turn. I kind of like it. I do, for Golden Age especially, because now I can buy all my Serenas for 1.
after you've bought and used the action, yes.
Yeah. That's
yeah, I mean, in set, right? Like we talked about, you know, if you're buying this as your first product, you know, there might be some basic actions that help you ramp, but like this will get you some discounts and get you stuff in the field cheaper.
Anytime you can do that with your cards is just good.
And it's one-sided, right? Because you can't, like, it's not a basic action, so your opponent doesn't get to prep a dice or anything either.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can make your. Well, I don't know if it'll apply to other cards, though. Never mind.
So, okay, so I already asked Paul about this, and you can't target a character in the field, give it the Avengers affiliation, and then buy other versions of that, or like other dice for that character at a discount, because he said that like other rulings have made that like only the one die you targeted gets the affiliation.
Gotcha.
So it's not like if you target one character, all copies of it are Avengers for the rest of the turn.
Makes sense.
And it doesn't specifically say card gains the affiliation. It says the die. So that makes sense.
So it means that like the purchase cost and fielding costs have to have a printed Avengers affiliation. You can't use the global to get around it that way.
Weak.
I mean, if
Yeah.
it's in the reserve pool, can you pay the mask before you were fielding it to give it Avenger?
I don't think you can't target character dice in the reserve pool.
I think that's what the global says, doesn't it?
Yeah, in reserve pool or field zone,
target
gain
character die in
Avenger.
your reserve pool or field zone.
I totally missed that part.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
you missed the or,
Reserve
sir.
pool or field zone. Yeah, totally. I just was like, oh, target character die against Avengers. I like skipped all the middle text. So you can target something and then make it free to field. So, huh.
Mm-hmm.
Get your folks out there. for
That
free.
has, yeah, that has.
Well, Hulk is already an Avenger.
Oh yeah. That's
At
true.
least the
well,
one
I was
in
just
the
talking
set
about
is.
the action itself.
Yeah.
Fix it.
Yeah, I
Then
mean,
you'd be able to turn anybody into an Avenger at that point, you know?
yeah. Then all your 3-cost fielding characters can just be free, or 1, I guess, effectively.
Can't you already do this with Nick Fury though?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
The old AVX Nick Fury.
Yeah, the old AVX Nick Fury. It's the uncommon. Oh no, it was the common, I think.
Was it Patch?
Yeah, I believe it
No,
was
Patch
common.
is not.
Patch. Yeah.
Patch did something else.
That's the rare.
Oh, okay, that's the one that does double damage.
Yeah. It was. Sorry, looking it up.
So I was thinking of the
common-
four one.
The common let you field Avengers characters for free.
Okay.
So it's a character you had to have in the field, and it only did the fielding part. It didn't do the purchase cost discount as well.
Hmm.
This is really cool. I like that.
So yeah,
Well, I guess if you're a new character, a new player, this is probably a good card.
If you're a new character.
If you're a new character in the Dice Masters game.
so in preparation for this stream, I was looking up some of the ways you might be able to abuse turning anything you want into an Avengers character, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I even missed the reserve pool part, which is pretty good, right? So obviously we already talked about Nick Fury Patch. So Nick Fury Patch is the rare one from AVX. while Nick Fury is active, your unblocked Avengers characters deal damage to your opponent twice.
Yeah.
So being able to get something unblocked, or even like a sidekick or something unblocked, and then I love the idea of getting a sidekick unblocked and then using Splinter's teachings to like swap its stats, and then for 1 extra energy, it gets to deal that damage twice. So that would be pretty cool.
I think a lot of us online players like to do that shenanigans Splinter's teachings.
Oh, Splinter's teachings is just only for shenanigans. Like there's no. But some other things I found out. So I was looking up sort of Avengers in text, and a lot of it's really expensive. But from Age of Ultron, the uncommon Enchantress is a 6 cost, and her ability is when fielded, your opponent chooses one of their Avengers dice. Capture that character, your opponent takes damage equal to its printed fielding cost.
Oh, that's so good.
So it's expensive, right? But if they don't have any Avengers, then you basically turn one of their characters into an Avengers, and now they have to choose it. They only get one option. Oh, but this says your reserve field zone gains Avengers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it ruins all my combos then.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Not reading these correctly. Well, there's a couple things you could have done if you could have made your opponents and their characters into Avengers. The rare Enchantress captures all Avengers characters. Oh, man. Okay, so it's not quite as good as that.
No.
See,
Oh, man. I apologize to all the people.
Where you can turn anything into either super or bat affiliates.
Yeah, at Origins. I was talking to Mike Plum about how the old infiltrate basic action let you give anything any affiliation, and if we could do something like that in modern, there's a lot of stuff you could do shenanigan wise with that. But
team up is so gross if you could do that.
Yeah, but only having
so much fun.
Avengers. Yeah.
See,
and I think even the one that lets you turn Spider-Man affiliations was that's golden now too. I think. So if you had both of those, you can just team up pretty well. But all right, well, it can only be your own characters.
I think, honestly, I think Nabi would be really good with that Avengers card. Like
This one?
The one that you field Avengers for free, you just pay the mask, give it the Avengers thing, and field it for free if you're low on energy, if need be. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, but his fielding cost is already 1.
Yeah.
So it'd be the same either way.
I guess. I'm just trying to think outside the box here.
Yeah, no, I see it, yeah.
Get back in your box.
All right,
let's look at the other Avengers ones.
Okay. We got 2 more cards here. Avenger ID cards, that is.
All right. So the next one, is it making it official?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Your Avengers character dice get +2/+2 until end of turn. Also, burst and double burst. Prep a die from your bag, and it has that same global. That stacks.
That's awesome. Yeah. It stacks. It's better than team up if all your characters are already Avengers.
Oh yeah.
And you can give anything the Avengers affiliation.
And it's a 2 cost?
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's so much value in that. Holy crap.
Oh yeah.
You just got to build an Avengers team.
What's going to happen?
Avengers have always been so powerful in Dice Masters.
They really have.
It's a ton of Avengers.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
it might be the most popular affiliation.
That and villains.
That and villains.
Yeah, well, villains obviously. Yeah.
I mean, you throw enough of one kind of affiliation, eventually you're going to get a great team out of it. I think that's what they're doing with Avengers.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the Thunderbolts. Oh, wait. I mean, the Suicide Squad.
Oh.
Yeah, right. But yeah, +2/+2 for all of your characters, and you could make your sidekicks into Avengers.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
And so as long as you get enough masks, anything that goes through is +2. That's pretty good.
Plague them.
Oh my god, that's so gross.
I mean, you can only do it once per turn, but then for 2 masks, you get like a 3 damage. That's all right, but being able to do your whole field would be pretty cool.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Madam Web.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't need Insect Plague when you got Madam Web.
Yeah, you don't need that anymore. You're right.
Yeah. So yeah, I like the idea of that one. +2/+2 for everything, as long as you get a way around your opponent's blockers.
Which there are some ways to get around it. So.
Yep.
Well, I do like that one.
All right. Who's
All
got the
right.
next one?
And then we got Badge of Heroism.
Mm-hmm.
I can read it. Draw 3
Go for
dice. Roll any Avenger character dice you draw and place them in your reserve pool. Place the rest in your use pile. And then also, all of them have the burst double burst prep a die from your bag. So you should always be able to prep a die at least.
Yeah.
So once again, you can't. There's no way to turn the dice that you drew into Avengers before you draw them to make it so that anything you draw becomes an Avenger. So that you do have to be playing an Avengers team to make this one work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very specific.
It's
If you're playing inset, there's some cheap Avengers in here,
Yeah.
so you're
Well, then
probably
you get
fine.
one
with that.
roll, right? It's like investigation where you only get the one chance at them.
Sure, but
At
you're
least you're
gonna
guaranteed character dice.
yeah,
I don't know.
and you have the possibility of rolling 6 energy
Yeah.
if you roll all 3 on double
Or
burst.
turning 3 sidekicks out of your bag so that you get a better draw.
Mm-hmm. So I don't think it's the worst. It's a little meh for me. I probably wouldn't run all 4 of them.
yeah.
No.
I think in set this would probably work, but out of set, I don't. I think Xavier's School, the rare, is much better and does better, and you get to prep any die you want, and you get to cycle your bag.
Yeah.
I think that's just better.
I do think that they're all 2 costs. But I think Badge of Heroism is probably the weakest for me.
Yeah.
It's amazing if it's Avengers only. If you're doing an Avengers only team, other than that, not so much.
Yeah.
Or you just really like abusing your bag and getting everything out of it and throwing your dice away. If that's your game,
You just want to draw dice, yeah, as much as possible.
yeah.
You have a team where you just
cycle as much as I can.
Right.
I'm gonna do damage to you for as much as I draw dice. Is there a team like that?
Maybe just really you're trying to lose as fast as possible, and they have Tabaxi Rogue out.
Oh,
Oh god.
and you
Yep.
have Spot.
Oh.
Wow.
So yeah, how would Spot work with this? Because it says draw 3 dice, but roll any Avengers character dice you drew. Would you get to draw extra dice for Avengers that you drew?
I think it would work for the amount of I don't know.
I think it's for whatever you draw. So whatever.
Yeah, but
you drew 3,
it says when
get
you
the
draw
bonus.
and roll, though.
Yeah, Spot says when draw and roll, you get to double.
Yeah, Spot doesn't get you extra die when you're just prepping them or something.
So here's the crazy thing. Let's say you have 6 dice in your bag. You draw 3. 2 are Avengers. You get to draw 2 more and roll them because you have Spot. So you still roll the 4. But if you don't draw any of the Avengers, you're kind of just, it's not doing anything. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you're churning, right?
Yeah. Still.
So yeah, if you only have Avengers,
And everything that's not Avengers.
Yeah.
then you're either getting rid of sidekicks or you're drawing Avengers, but then maybe you don't roll them. So
Yeah.
Hard to say.
Parallax. All right.
Relax.
Parallax.
Parallax fixes everything.
All right.
On to the next one.
All right. Next character, sir.
Zane doesn't think we're going to get to draw any extra. I think it's going to take a ruling, but I probably agree with Zane. I think they're probably not going to let you just draw a bunch of extra dice there.
House rule, I can.
Yeah, right?
Watch, I'm doing it right now.
Black Panther.
All right, we got Black Panther, the Orphan King looking homeward in vibranium daggers. Oh,
Give us the
5
Orphan
cost
King.
fist.
Yeah. Start with the Orphan King, I
All right,
guess.
there we go. The Black Panther cannot be blocked by villain character dice or sidekick character dice.
I personally like that one.
0-1-1 for a 4-5-8.
Yeah. So this is the same one he was in Uncommon X-Men, or Uncanny X-Men, that is.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing that comes to mind when you see this text?
What's that?
Danger Room.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was
and everything into the villain.
the second thing that came to mind.
What was the first?
Nothing.
I think it was buy this a bunch.
Anybody playing like villain
Yeah, that was my
control.
thing. I was like, oh, there's going to be villains on my opponent's side of the field. That should be fine.
Yeah, but use Danger Room, and then he's completely unblockable.
That's redonkulous for 8.
So what Danger Room says is everybody loses their affiliation and gains the villain affiliation, right? And so everything becomes a villain. He's unblockable at that point. But then you could use the global on the Avengers ID to give him back the Avengers affiliation.
And he gets +2/+2.
And then with Nick Fury, then he's like a double damage. Unblockable.
He's 20. You win the game.
Well,
That's pretty good.
Well, if
I
you
guess
have the
you had
Avenger,
the Avengers ID. That takes what, 2 actions at the same time, but still. Even just for if you had Nick Fury out and you had Black Panther out and you rolled Danger Room, you could get like 8, 10, or 16 damage through.
Meanwhile, your opponent has Scarlet Witch and just not let you do anything like that.
Yeah, or Kate Bishop and he just comes right back. But still, it's an awesome idea.
Dang it. But yeah, I like this one.
Yeah, even without Danger Room, villains are pretty popular.
Yep. I like the art on it too. I think that's an Alex Ross art that they put on this one. It's really, really nice.
I do like it.
Amazing. He's like just so wonderful.
I know.
I read Kingdom Come at least. I feel like once a month just so I could look at the art.
Wow. That's awesome. That's a good book.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the 5 costs, that was the old Uncanny X-Men's were all 5 costs too.
Yeah.
I remember one of them I tried to play around with where like if he was attacking alone, he was unblockable. Or he got +2/+2 or something, and that made him a lot of damage. But the 5 cost just makes it hard to do it more than once.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we had PXG back then.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, we did.
And you can get this cheaper than you can get Fix It. Possibly you can get 8 damage through a block. It's not bad.
All right.
Yep.
All right. So the next one is Look Homeward, correct? Okay. Black Panther gets +1/+1 for each active opposing villain character dice.
You know what the first thing comes to mind when you see this text is?
What?
Danger Room.
Yeah. Oh man.
Also, he's a fist character, so you can use proton cannon.
Yeah.
Yep.
It can get pretty ridiculous.
Can't you use PIM particles too in
No.
Golden Age?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
And he'll get a +1 from that.
Yeah. So
Man.
that would be pretty cool. Did he give him Overcrush? He's got really low defense.
Yeah.
That's the only bad thing. He can get pinged out since there is a tune in this set.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
with Danger Room,
though.
with Danger Room, you give them the card to knock him out.
Oh yeah, you make him a villain, and then as long as they save 2 bolts, yeah. And now you got to bring Danger Room, and then you got to bring the
Wonder
Ra's al
Woman.
Ghul global.
Oh.
So you give him villain, and you take villain away, but everything else is still a villain.
That's a lot of work.
But at least it's globals. You have to get everything in the field.
Oh my gosh, that's. What?
I do like the possibility of how big this Black Panther can get.
Yeah.
I just don't think.
Oh, and it gets defense.
Yeah. So that's not bad. Well,
Yeah.
Danger.
So you give them Ranger Room, and now for every character they have to have another bolt as well.
Yep. So
yeah.
I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite.
Yeah, no, that one's pretty fun. You do have to do more work. You have to have some way of getting the damage. So you can make them unblockable. You have to give them Overcrush or something. Unlike the last one where you just try to sneak the damage through, but you can get real big real fast.
Oh, show.
Yeah. Still though, 5 costs. You're not going to buy more than like 1 or maybe 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Next one, whoever wants to read it.
Michael, go for it, man.
Vibranium daggers. When Black Panther is KO'd, KO target opposing villain character die.
I'm not going to say it again, but you know I'm thinking it.
What are you thinking, Arby's?
You're thinking common Kate Bishop, right?
Yeah, right? Exactly. Yeah. At least he's easy to KO. He's only got 2 defense.
Yeah.
And the good thing about that is if he is KO'd, he's cheap to field.
He is cheap to field.
So it's not that bad. The worst part about it is the 5 cost.
Yeah. Well, that and I really hate a targeted removal that's so specific. Like it has to be a villain. There's not really any. Is there any modern villain affiliation makers? I feel like they all went out in
Danger
Golden.
Room.
Well, danger room,
Iron
yeah,
Man
but
have
not like global speed.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So like, I mean,
No.
KO target. I mean, there's lots of villains like Blob you'd want to KO without having to spend a lot of energy. But it just seems so. It's like like when they made that Super Rare Deadpool that like can only KO level 1 character dice, right? It's like when it's so specific, it just feels like it's not going to get triggered.
Yeah.
But villains is you're pretty likely to encounter villains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you'd rather use that 8 attack
Anybody
than have to
playing
worry about
control?
getting him KO'd a lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you swing with that 8 attack and then block, he's gonna probably get KO'd.
Yeah, timing wise though, then you get it KO'd. They KO one of their villains, and then it's their turn, and they just re-roll it.
That's the crappy part.
But they have Robert rolls, and you just don't worry about
then
it.
you just automatically win.
I mean, you always hope, right? Yeah.
Or they
Michael-
win, not.
Michael, I do have a question. How do the cards feel? Do they feel like flimsy?
Oh
or
yeah,
good?
that is a good question.
No, they actually feel pretty thick.
Nice.
Because a lot of the team pack ones are really flimsy.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like D&D style, or
Yeah, I'd say pretty close.
Oh, wow.
They feel,
And they're
pretty
not bent
dense,
all to hell.
not too flimsy.
well, that's good.
Interesting. All right.
Nice.
I was wondering about that, so. All right.
They up
Well,
the
that
card
would feel
stock.
pretty good.
Yeah. Zane points out that your opponents probably have to block him because of his attack stats. So then you probably get to trigger that one KO'd a bit. But yeah, as long as they're not blocking with sidekicks.
I almost wish like he was the Wolverine patch, where you just get to do damage to the opponent character dice whenever he's KO'd. That would be so ridiculous.
Because he's got so much, yeah. Although there is something to be said about just a straight KO, like, you don't have to worry about dealing all of Blob's defense or all of the Collector's defense or triggering Hulk along the way. You just straight up, they just remove him from the field.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a really good way to remove Hulk if there's a common Hulk meta going on in your area. Just play that card and yeah.
As long as you can make Hulk a villain, then yeah, you're good to go.
Yeah,
Yep.
Danger Room.
all
Danger Room.
All right, you heard it here. All the Black Panthers work with Danger Room.
That's the way I see it.
That's the combo that should come together. All right.
All right.
Let's move it on along. What do we got next?
The other
Widow.
Black Widow, yeah.
Ooh.
Black Widow.
I'm excited for this one.
Crimson Shadow.
Probably my least favorite Black Widow art, though.
Yeah.
I was
Widow's
thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
That's from
that
her
includes
new
like the
series.
Civil War one. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What is so the one I'm looking at has a Gaming with Psychics logo, but what's like it's just like some guy in the middle? Oh, it's like Iron Man, I guess, and then
Who
Who else is
it?
there?
Yeah, Iron Man with some some professor or something like that. I don't even know where
Something
they
from
got this
her-
art from.
It's from her series. She had a comic book series, I think, last year, the year before.
oh, okay. Yeah, I mean it's interesting. It's just not my favorite art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Which one we got there lined up first?
I think
All right,
Crimson
we got,
Shadow.
Black Window.
Go for it.
Okay, you got Black Widow, Crimson Shadow. When Black Widow attacks, if an opponent controls a higher level character die, deal that opponent 1 damage. It also has a global pay fist. Once per turn, target character's die must attack this turn.
Force attack is back.
Global back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, by far my favorite removal method.
Oh.
I like it.
Oh man, yeah. I love Force Attack. I hate playing against it, but it's really good.
I love Force Attack on my Satchel team because I never had any characters in the field anyway.
Oh my god.
And then I love you can Force Attack and then you use Splinter's Teachings and then you only take 1 damage.
That's a good counter to Yanti.
Yes.
Yeah, because you can do it really early and get him out of the field.
I think Yanti teams might start bringing uncommon Kate Bishop then.
Yeah, you want to be able to blink it back. Yeah, but it's the Force Attack is such a great removal because it goes to used and then it does it on their turn, so it's out of the field for your turn. Yeah, it's so many good things about it.
I mean, you can get rid of so many things with this. I mean, you can get rid of the blob,
Oh yeah, Collector.
the collector, and they don't even have big punches. Their
Exactly,
attacks
yeah.
aren't high. You'll take it. to
Yeah.
get rid of it.
Yeah, so glad that this is back in the game. Yeah.
What about the effect
Mhm.
though? I don't really like the effect that much.
My
I
the
like
days
doing
of this
damage,
arena
but
are over, aren't they?
I don't really like it though.
It's nice to have some direct damage, but the stipulation that they have to have a higher level character. So that means you're attacking with a 2-1 or a 2-2, basically.
Mhm.
You know, why would you be attacking with a 2-1 or a 2-2?
Yeah,
Maybe because they forced you to.
You talked me off the edge. I'm going to change my rating on that.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that one.
Yeah, I mean, without the stipulation, it would be pretty powerful.
Yep.
That would
It's
be
still,
pretty ridiculous.
yeah. But like being able to do a damage every time you attack with a 2-cost character with 0/0/1 fielding, I mean, that's not terrible.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'll probably give it okay, but I don't know if I'd go all the way to good.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not bad. It's definitely just okay for me.
But I mean, a candidate for having all 4 dice, probably, right? With those kind of fielding costs and stats.
Oh yeah.
One of the versions, yeah.
I have
Yeah,
it
for
as
sure.
3. Wait, did I
You
give
think
it
so?
a good? Yeah, I mean, I'm good with that. Like, if I was gonna base my decision off of buying 2 sets to have max dice, I'd probably just do the 1 and go with the 3 dice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it'd definitely be. Yeah, I don't need all 4 of them. But if you were going to try and be aggressive and attack constantly, like
Yeah,
you might want all 4 for that.
true.
Hard to say. Yeah, it's going to depend on what you're trying to do with it.
Okay. All right. So, is the next one Red Alert, Michael?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'm going to go
And
ahead
once
and...
again, I do apologize for my camera.
It's
Oh,
all
no.
good, man.
It's fine. So, Red Alert, when fielded, you may KO target sidekick character die. And it has that fist global also. It's very... Against sidekick team, this is definitely really good. But that's about it.
But I mean, like against psychic teams, they're going to run Mimic, and
Yeah.
then you're just giving them that die to refield.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, the only way, I mean, it's another targeted removal that's very specific, right? You only get to do to sidekicks.
Right,
you can't
right.
give ally keyword to things or anything.
So I just
if-
thought of something.
What's that?
What's
Um,
that?
Mary Jane's an ally, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you have Black Panther out there. You KO Mary Jane, and now you give your Black Panther Overcrush because you fielded Mary Jane again, and you can just constantly keep doing that.
Yeah, it's true. As long as you can keep refielding Black Widow as well.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see that. Or like some of the Jarvises have when fielded effects. You could, they've only got like 3 defense, but that's a free KO on that too.
Yeah.
If they're playing with any big allies, you can get rid of it, but it's not super common.
Yeah, I mean, you also can get some ramp out of it.
Yeah, that's true. Ram might be the most useful
I don't know.
early game effect, is just getting your own Ram.
You need that.
Yeah, that would be kind of an advanced tactic for like a new player, like buying this for the first time, like being able to like get their own ramp with it,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Being able to take KO their own sidekick, throw it in the prep, and be able to roll it next turn.
Yeah. And I think one of your best case scenarios with this is you get all 4 of them, and then one turn you use Avengers ID card after you've KO'd 4 of their sidekicks, or 2 or 3 of their sidekicks, and now you've got enough unblocked guys that you get all your buffed Avengers through. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
With an Avengers ID card that gives them +2/+2, which is what, a 4/3, 4/4, 5/5. That's not bad for a 2 cost.
That's pretty
Jeez.
ridiculous. And if you
That's
and you stack those. Oh.
And do what?
And what?
And you stack those. You stack the ID cards.
Oh yeah, you can get more than one of those. That's true. You have to field these guys first, but yeah, it wouldn't be that hard to figure out the timing on it.
Okay. So I want Michael to read the next one. Because this yeah. All right.
All right.
Go ahead.
We're gonna have Black Widow, the Widow's Bite. When fielded, your other character dice get +1 until the end of turn, and also has the force attack global pay fist once per turn. Target character die must attack this turn if able.
Holy smokes.
I like this one.
I
I
think
like this one a lot.
I think everyone likes this one.
Easily the best one, I think.
Right? You need some way of getting all of them out of the field so that the next turn you can field all of them at once.
Yeah.
Fabricate.
Yeah. Yeah, not in set, but for sure.
Yeah.
When it says your other character dice, so like, does your second Black Widow buff the first one you fielded, or is it?
It
I
says
guess dice,
character
not
dice.
characters. Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't say.
Yeah,
It
so
doesn't say your other character dice. I want
If it said your other characters get +1 attack, then I would read that as like non-Black Widow characters. But since it says character dice, I would say that you field one, all of the other ones get +1. But then your second Black Widow should buff the first one because it's another character dice in the field.
and if it was meant for anything but Black Widow, it would say, when fielded, your other character dice that are not Black Widow get +1 till end of turn.
All right, y'all convinced me. I like it.
Yeah, I mean it's, and then you throw Avengers ID card on top of it. Now you've got a huge thing.
And rare danger. Oh wait, it doesn't apply here.
Or
Yeah, no danger this time.
Black Panther.
I mean, it's like, I'm thinking like, you know, a brand new player, they buy this, they take a buddy, hey, let's play this new game I just bought. I'll play the Avengers team and you can play the villain team. And then that friend is never going to play with them ever again. And a couple of Black Widows and Avenger ID cards later, and then they've got like 4 sidekicks, and they're just done.
Jeez.
That's gonna be a meta card, like
it might.
tier 1, I think.
Yeah, I've been looking into seeing if you could. I mean, if you could go back to the days of like big entrance Guy Gardner and do like a weenie rush team, and this is not Guy Gardner, but it might be better because it gives all your sidekicks the buff, and you don't have to attack with it every turn. Although you might, there's a global on it.
Yeah.
But maybe you can get that, pretty quick, weenie rush damage before they could set up their collector combo or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You could have some screaming through things really fast on that. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
And the fielding cost is nothing.
Yeah, I mean, this just goes back to the AVX days of like stupid fielding costs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were everywhere, weren't they?
Because yeah, right. I mean, this is the AVX die mold, so. Yeah, I don't know. This is definitely, by all the cards we've seen so far, this is the only one that I would say like I would probably try hard to get a 4th die for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you have to.
Yeah. Like, I think if Cool Stuff starts selling singles for this will be the first one that gets sold out.
It'll be the one they can't keep on the shelf.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, there's always one, just one, whatever. But yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, Black Widow, pretty interesting. Definitely, I think my favorite character of the set so far.
Good stuff.
All right.
Although Black Panther, I'm gonna try that for sure.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna try something with that Black Panther. I really like it. All right, let's keep.
All right,
let's
move on.
I think.
All right.
I think Black Widow is probably the best cards. Honestly.
Even just for that global, right? Who cares what the text is? You need that back in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of the best ways to control things.
Make globals great again.
Oh my god.
All right,
Okay.
Captain America, and the back to the AVX die mold too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Would
I've
you
done a
look
bunch
at
of
that?
different Captain Americas recently, but this is the original.
It'd be kind of funny if they said if there's a die that matches the mold, you can use it in this set. That would be one way of them getting around the PR of it.
I mean, there's no official events. Just just use your old AVX dice. What's the worst that happens?
True.
Yeah.
All right, which one do we got first?
We got Living Legend, and then Stars and Stripes Forever, and then the Good Old Days.
All right, I'll go ahead and do Living Legend. It's a 5-cost shield. While Captain America is active, your sidekick dice get +2 defense, and he's a 1/2/2. And I can't really see the defenses, but they're 3/5/5 attack.
Yeah.
I would pass on this one.
It's gonna be a no for me.
Back in the AVX days, he was a 4-cost shield, and he gave sidekicks +1/+1.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd take that effect.
Yeah. Also, for free, you could get the sidekick card and give all your sidekicks +1 defense.
Yeah.
So for 5 energy, you could give him an extra defense.
For a 5 cost, that's just not that good.
Yeah, that ability is negative for a 5 cost.
It's like DM Armada showed up. Welcome to the party.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't know.
Answer.
I don't feel like a lot of situations where I really need my psychics to have extra defense.
Neither.
Mm.
Not at all.
What are your thoughts on that, Michael?
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Wrecked.
Oh, hey.
Wow.
What's up, guys?
Not even just going to chat. Just going to come in here and talk to us.
We're crashing the party.
Yeah, come on in. What do you think about Captain America Living Legend?
What do I think about that card? Where is that card? Oh, it's over here. Wait, we got to get Ben in here, too.
He has the
whatever.
link.
He can't access it for some reason.
Well,
We're just looking at your page to read the text.
yeah.
Oh, you're looking at my face to read the text?
No, your Facebook page.
Yeah, while Michael has his up to read his.
Sorry for laughing that much, but that's hilarious. All right,
I
so
don't know. I don't know what these other guys.
what are we looking at? Living Legend?
Living Legends. +2 defense for all your sidekicks.
That card's trash. That card's bad.
Yeah.
All right, enough said. We want
Why do you want 1/3s in your field for 5 when you can get 1/1s with deadly?
Yeah.
That card's trash. Let's move on. Next.
Yep.
Stars and Stripes forever.
All right.
Ben knows. Ben understands.
I don't know if he understands Stars and Stripes forever, but
Yeah. All right, so the next one, Stars and Stripes Forever. While Captain America is active, when you use an action die, you may field a sidekick die from your use pile.
That card's slightly better.
Slightly, but still.
you know what I want to do with this one? I want to get Rally on a double burst, and then for one action, get 4 sidekicks in the field.
Jeez.
That's the first thing I thought of, and I can't think of anything better to do with it.
Okay, nothing better to do with it? You can't think of anything better?
Nah, just 4 sidekicks, 1 action. I mean,
All right, what if you play ID card?
the ID card.
That's literally the
Oh, there you
answer.
go.
No? It's literally just play a 2-drop ID card for every action proc you ever need.
Yeah, right.
All of a sudden you have a 7/7 and a sidekick. Ooh.
But the timing's wrong on getting the psychic above.
Well, the sidekick doesn't buff anyway because it doesn't have Avengers.
But with the Avengers ID card, you could global it into being an Avenger.
Oh no, that doesn't matter. Who cares? You just need a 7/7. You just
With
need a
the
7/7.
massive like instant war card, it's kind of similar to Rally.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh, look at this,
free
bringing out the
sidekicks.
Warhammer.
Yeah,
lore.
yeah. You get to draw those ones, right? So you don't have to have 4 psychics in your use pile.
Oh, why are you saving the good stuff for this stream, man? Where's that info? That's like the secret sauce. Good stuff. Okay.
I mean, I guess fielding a psychic from your use pile. I mean, obviously the most useful thing you could do with that is have Mimic out, and then using an action preps you 2 dice.
See, that's what Ben said. I think that's a cool idea.
But you have to have psychics in your use pile.
But you always have to have sidekicks in your use pile, otherwise it's bad. That's the same thing with Professor X and Mimic. So it's like almost a moot point.
Yeah, but Professor X is global speed, so you can do it on your opponent's turn. Whereas this, like, you have to get an action when you have psychics in your use pile.
Look, this card's always worse than those things. Like, we're not gonna justify this card being better than like a competitive level combo, right?
Yeah, but this is also basing it on new people that just bought the game, and this is their only set.
Exactly. Which is why those things that you mentioned are super interesting and should be considered, but shouldn't be considered like looked at so hard that we're worried that it's going to be terrible. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. No, we get that.
Those are super cool ideas that you guys mentioned. Let's not like toss the card to the wind just yet, even though it is pretty worse
Garbage.
than the competitive options. Like if we're only being competitive players, then we're never actually thinking like someone who would buy this for the first time.
So in set though, right? You use this with Avengers ID card to get your psychics out into the field as fast as possible, so that when you field Black Widow, you've got a bunch of lethal damage.
Basically, just don't even run this and run Black Widow.
Yeah, right.
Just Black
But
Widow.
if you're trying to make a four character Avengers team, this might go
Then
on.
this, totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Cool.
All right, Michael, you want to do the next one?
It's Captain America, the good old days. While Captain America is active, when a sidekick character die you control is KO'd, drop a die from your bag. If it's not a sidekick die, Captain America gets a +1/+1 until the end of turn.
This might be used for that Black Widow that KO's a sidekick.
Yeah.
Guys, this card's pretty good.
Yeah.
You field Black Widow, you KO a sidekick, you get to prep another die, so it's 2 dice, and then if you prep a
Captain gets a
character
buff.
or an action, yeah, he gets a buff.
Even if you don't put those cards together, you just block with the sidekick, you prep 2. You
Yeah,
prep
it
the
could
die
be
that
your
you
opponent's turn,
get to KO.
And it's whenever.
and
You can do multiple in a turn, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even really care about the +1/+1 buff. This is what we were talking
No.
about. That you just like wipe that away, and you're looking at
Yeah.
a 5 cost 5/5 that draws 2, like ramps 2. You know what I mean?
You've been
Yeah,
playing a
it's
lot
like
of
the
Hearthstone.
rare Chwinga ability,
I
but for
haven't
your
played them.
sidekicks.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what Ben said. I like that.
Well, me and
Pretty
Ben are pretty similar.
But having thought about this, like it could actually
Look
be
at that.
pretty-
Look at the voice is the same.
that buff could be actually pretty nasty. I mean, if you can field, so say you field all, so say you field 6 of your sidekicks, right? Or all 8 of your sidekicks, ideally. You could technically prep 8 dice and give it +8 attack.
Yeah?
Yeah. How are you going to KO all of them at the same time? With a Thor, right? Yeah, with a Thor.
That's-
Okay.
that's
I see.
plenty of ways
Well,
to
okay, it
KO.
says if it's not a sidekick die, Captain
Which is
America
not gonna.
plus
If you
one
have
plus one.
all 8 of your sidekicks out, you can't draw any sidekicks, right?
Well, you
Right,
need
but
8.
that's what I'm saying. Like, does it have to be a die that isn't a sidekick die, or if you just can't get a sidekick? I'm pretty sure you wouldn't get the buff.
Yeah,
if
no,
you couldn't prep a
it's
die.
a conditional. So if you prep a die from your bag
Yeah,
and
but
then
you
it's
can
not a
easily
sidekick,
buy. So
Okay.
say you have to buy 9 characters, right? So you have to buy this.
Here's the thing: it just gets chump block anyways.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
that's-
did Ben just say it was easy
yeah,
to buy?
but how cool is that?
Yeah.
What about with Hellfire though?
Yeah. That is true.
Alright, so hold on. First of all, you got to buy Hellfire. You got to get 9 characters. So that when you prep a die-
Follow me here, guys.
No
yeah,
problem.
right? Yeah, I don't know.
We're
I'm pretty
going
sure
down the
if you
other
prep a
road.
character, you're not going to get the buff.
But if you don't have sidekicks in your bag, every die you draw is going to be a non-sidekick, right?
That's true.
All right, so you're sitting down with a person who's just brand new to the game who just bought this box.
Here's what you got to do.
So you see, the plan is this. You go buy a bunch of those packs over there. Hope
Yeah.
you get one called Hellfire Club. Then you do this.
And then you got to take 3 of your characters and buy all 3 dice for each one.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
that's
awesome.
that's
Okay.
just silly. That's just silly.
It's
Ugh.
happenable.
There don't have to be characters that you could prep actions and still get the buff too. You could prep even basic actions.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like you can buy.
Yeah, anything. Yeah, anything that
Yeah.
you draw.
You
that's
buy
not a-
4
not a
cobalt
sidekick.
traps and 4 bat signals, and you don't use the Auntie because that's cheating. And then you win this way instead.
I like it. You get an achievement.
Yeah, right.
Achievement
So I
unlocked.
think yeah, we're all in consensus that this is the best Captain America card.
I don't know about
That's
that.
like the
It's the best Captain
That-
America.
No, but even
The
but
events.
realistically, you're still prepping 1 and getting a sidekick to roll next turn. Like that's
Yeah.
that's really good.
Yeah,
And I mean,
Yeah, it's
inside that obviously there's better Captain Americas out there.
yeah.
it's pretty decent
All
overall.
right, and,
And if you're like attacking with your sidekicks all the time and they're letting them go unblocked so they don't want to get them KO'd, then you've got other tricks like Splinter's Teachings you can take advantage of.
Ooh.
okay, all right, we're spending too much time on a crappy card.
Oh my gosh, yeah, all right.
Let's move
Let's
on.
move on from the
Speaking
crappy
of crappy
card.
cards.
Yeah, I was gonna say to talk about Doctor Strange, the definitely not crappy card.
All right.
Steven, they're still where we were like 2 hours ago.
Yeah,
They,
they are.
don't realize this set's actually
We're more
really good.
concise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Once
Yeah.
they hit the moment, they're gonna hit that moment. They go, wait a minute.
Yeah, this set's
There's-
actually really good.
There's some things in this that like I care about.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I really like this set so far. I just wish it had max dice, you know?
Oh my god, be quiet. Moving on.
You know how like the Doubleverse guys are always complaining that they never make a good Flash character? If you're a Doctor Strange fan, you got to be real pissed off at WizKids
No,
right now.
no, don't. No, you haven't even looked. Come on, no.
Come on,
The
no.
first one.
Come
Okay. Okay, let's let Michael talk, like, say what the character name is and the things.
Go for it, Michael. Give us a card.
All right, we got Doctor Strange, Defender of the Black Arts. We have Attune. While Doctor Strange is active, your action dice costs 1 less to purchase.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
just enough to warrant buying 7. Paying
No,
7.
no, it's not at all.
Just enough. He's got a 389.
I mean, that's good stats. But I feel like Doctor Strange should either be about his good ability or his good stats, and they tried to do both, which is why he cost 7, and he shouldn't. Now he's useless.
No, he's a net 6.
He's a net 6. Yeah. As soon as you say 1,
You have Ring Winter, and now you can buy Ring Winter for 1.
Yeah. Come on.
And you can buy Cobalt Trap for. Oh right, still 1.
No. Wait. You buy all of your Avengers AD cards. He's an Avenger.
That's
saying.
true. Give him +2/+2, and he's.
This is a solid D.
Is that the grade you gave him?
Oh wait, I'm sorry. We're not on that.
I know it's after hours.
Oh my
It's
God.
hours and all, but come on, guys.
And Zane joined us. He's the
Hi, Zane.
wacky guy
Yeah.
from Australia. How's it going?
I feel
man?
like WizKids, they made us Doctor Strange in AVX, and they were like, we're just going to make this one die for him, and we're going to stick with it, and we're going to keep giving him abilities, but because we gave him these stupid stats off the bat, we're going to have to keep giving him stupid field or purchase costs.
No matter what.
Because
This card is fun. It's okay. It's fine.
yeah.
It's casual.
Yeah.
I mean, all the Doctor Stranges
It's
are
bad
casual.
casual. That's not true. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, they are. They're all
No.
7. They're all 7. Okay, do the next one.
Strange Tales.
All right, Doctor Strange, Strange Tales. Attune. When fielded, when you use an action die this turn, you may re-roll that action die and place it in your prep area if it rolls an action phase.
Okay, no, don't do this one. Do the next one. This one's. Do the next one.
Oh man, this is Mr. Miracle, the Super Mr. Miracle, but for 1 die.
Oh my God.
But it costs more than twice as much.
Right.
And has
It's
a
one fielded.
and has
Why
a-
did
like
this?
this-
Yeah, why
this-
did
oh,
they not just give this boomerang?
Yeah. I love it when fielded on a 689
Oh,
defense.
they
You're
could
gonna
have
use
just
that all
literally
the time.
reused the. They could have reused boomerang.
So they could have just said, and also, well, I guess it's when fielded all action dice you use this turn, so you could use it more than once.
Eh,
Okay, do the next one. Nobody. This one's horrible.
yeah.
Yeah, it's so
All right.
That is a strange tale indeed.
Oh.
All right.
All right, our last one here is going to be Never Have You Known His Like. While Doctor Strange is active, when an action die is used, you may use a copy of its effect. You may choose new targets for the copy.
All right, you guys. Now we're talking.
Okay.
No, you're laughing. But what if your opponent decides to use, I don't know, like Nasty Plot? They prep 2 dice. Oh, so do you.
Oh man, my opponents are always using nasty plot.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, Investigation.
Like,
That's
you just
true.
everywhere.
you just thin out some of your sidekicks from your bag.
Yeah,
Team up.
that's true.
Okay,
Team up.
They use team up. Oh, so do I.
Yeah, but they're
So
built
do
for
I.
team up, and you don't have any more.
Who
than
cares?
One.
You have some blockers. Okay, you use team up. You have plus, like, it triggers twice.
True.
You
true.
use 1/2 drop action called Avengers ID card. Your character dice gain +4/+4.
I mean,
I
let's
can
not
pay
forget.
7 for that.
Let's not forget that back in the Deadpool set, Super Lady Deadpool was a 5 cost who almost did this, except she only
didn't.
cost 5. The only thing that this does that she doesn't is it allows you to double your opponent's actions as well,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
stuff like Magic
which
Missile.
is good. Yeah.
Oh, you want to ping me for 3 or 2 with Magic Missile? Oh, Powerbolt. You're using Powerbolt. So am I. Boom Boom's gone.
Notice how this one doesn't have a tune.
Yep.
Yeah,
Notice
there's
how
probably a
this-
reason why.
Yeah, right. If it had a tune, I would pay 7 for it.
Oh,
yeah,
that would be so gross if it had a tune.
Look, if we're running a casual tournament, I would try playing this just for fun because 1, I like Doctor Strange. Okay.
Yeah.
2, it is insane to double trigger abilities like this, like action die abilities. Like
Yeah.
there are some out there that are marginally good that when you double trigger are really good, and there are some like team up that are really good when you double trigger is just really annoyingly broken.
You know what the problem with this card is? It just broke the 3 wishes format.
Exactly. Well, no, this is exactly the same as
No, because every time they use
Red Dragon.
Oh.
every time they use the Lantern Ring,
Oh, yeah.
whatever it is, the wishing card.
oh, you do
Limited
too.
wish,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
do it as well.
Yeah. You probably have to ban this from 3 wishes for
So
Like
They just made
really,
it
like
better.
We just
They made the
banned a
format
Doctor
better.
Strange card, boys. Good work. Let's
Although,
shut
to
it
be
down.
fair, I mean, I guess you limited wish this right away, right? So you might be able to buy it really early. I was like, you were not going to get to your 7 cost, but I guess if you have limited wish already, you could wish for it right away.
Yeah, you wish for it straight away. You get it out, and then every time they limited wish,
yeah,
you get
This
to wish
card's,
as well.
this card's pretty decent. Like, this is a decent Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
really
doing
good
your
against
opponents.
imprisoned.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm,
out of the 3, this is
listen, guys,
probably
Ben and I have already talked about this.
You're just doing your show here on our show.
Yeah.
No, we're all communicating together.
We're coming together as a community. Dang it!
That's how we do it.
So hold on. What if you have this out and then you use Ultraman?
Yes, exactly. Yes. This is what I did for
Basic
Jeez.
This is what I did for 3 wishes. This is what I played. I played Red Dragon and I played Beholder.
Oh yeah.
And I wished
yeah,
both
yeah.
of them out, and I just played Team Up, and I double procced Team Up
Oh, gross.
whenever Beholder attacked, and everything got +8/+8.
Oh god.
God.
I had
Yep.
sidekicks as 9/9s.
Is that why you had to move to Frisco? Because they kicked you out of Wake Up?
They
For
just
playing
said,
that?
"Leave," and I haven't talked to them since.
Oh my God.
Or James's team where you use the uncommon dwarf wizard, where every time you use an action, you get +2/+2.
Yeah.
Oh, you use
This
all
is-
4 basic actions twice.
This is
Oh.
on the same power level as that sort of a thing, and that's why
Yeah.
this is actually okay at 7.
Yeah,
If it were 6, we would be talking about it, and
I
no
think
one
so.
would be laughing, you know.
I think so.
So
That's true.
worth remembering, worth weighing.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
Maybe we'll bring a winter nowhere or something like that. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, with nowhere it'd be kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it would.
Oh, you could get the things for a 2 cost. You could get the what ifs for a 2 cost.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because you double it. Oh, that's so good.
Oh, there you go.
You turn a 2 cost into a 4 cost, and then you use another one, and it goes to 6 cost. That would be pretty cool. Doubling your nowheres.
All right. Let's move on to
All
the next one. And I think we've lingered on Doctor Strange long enough.
Yes.
Who's
So
our next
the next
guy?
was Dormammu, and I had to look at this pretty carefully. It's almost the same art as the promo one from Origins,
Yeah,
but
it
it's
looks
like a
exactly
slightly
the
different
same.
pose. No, I looked. I'm pretty sure his hand's in a different place. Like it's like the next panel or something. I can't figure it out.
They probably just shifted it over to the right a little bit.
You best
Maybe
talk to the
you'll never
hand.
notice. Close. The promo was a full. Oh, you have it. Look right there. Yeah, see, it's slightly different.
The promo is way better.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it's
yeah,
also
it
full
is.
art and foil, but
This is super ugly.
It just got the better side of the Dormammu, so it
yeah,
got the better angle.
I can't even tell. It's like 2 different artists' interpretation of the same scene or something.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
One's the Snyder cut and one's the Wheaton cut. All right.
What's our first one, Mike?
All right, Dormammu. Call upon the shadowy shapes. While Dormammu is active, non-villain character dice cost your opponent 1 more to purchase.
Sure.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how early are you going to get it out?
It's gonna be a while. But
Yeah.
You better eat a Snickers.
I mean,
Spoiler alert. No, I won't spoil it. Never mind. This card's bad.
I played Ben in the second virtual world, and I got a bunch of kilns out, and he managed to beat me with 3 dice.
oh,
And that was way easier to get out than the 6-cost Dormammu.
So you got an 8/8. You're getting an 8/8 for that ability, and you've got to sacrifice all early ramp to get this.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Next.
And then you play somebody who's playing villains, and he doesn't do anything at all.
By the way, everyone, there's a thing to
Item.
rate the cards that you're doing. Make sure you're filling that out. Zane, I sent it to you also, and Ben, I sent it to you.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I stopped when we got new people in.
Yeah, I noticed.
Sorry, we just ruined.
Yep.
I'm fine with that.
I mean, I'm sure they already ruined one stream tonight, so why not?
All right.
Shots fired.
Oh my god.
all right.
I'm sticking up for him. He was killer on this
All
other
right,
one.
next.
Go for it, Mike.
Yeah. What's up?
All right, thanks. Our next one's going to be Dormammu, From Here to Eternity. He's a 7-cost mask. While Dormammu is active, character dice cost 1 more to feel, and global abilities cost 1 more to use.
You know what this reminds me of is the Enchantress from the Thor set, the 6-cost. I think it was was it the rare? It was like 2 of the Oracle abilities combined into one 6-cost character, and this is also 2 of the Oracle abilities stuck into one giant character.
This also hurts you though.
Yes, it's bad.
Oh, this is double-sided too.
It is. It's bad. You're paying 7 to prevent yourself from doing those things.
But if you don't need it, if you build your team around not doing global abilities or
fielding characters,
So, look,
Nick Fury.
The only way that this is interesting is if you use nowhere with it. But at what point do you care about doing this into nowhere, into a 7-drop that stops your opponent from buying the stuff they already bought? It's not good.
But it doesn't, like, if it was 2, I could see it like justified. You could build around it, and your opponent's having to spend a lot more energy. But like 1 more,
it's
an 7-cost enemies to get there. Yeah, and you probably have to have ramp on your team to get to it, which now costs you 1 more to use anyway.
This card is garbage.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
I thought it was bad before I realized it was double-sided.
It's
yeah.
Talk to the last one.
All right. Our last one's going to be Dormammu, Crimson Bands of Satorek. I said that wrong. 6-cost mask. While Dormammu is active at the end of each player's turn, KO the character die with the lowest purchase cost controlled by the active player. You break ties. Sidekick character dice are considered to have a purchase cost of 0.
Nice that they clarified that for new players.
That's good.
What do you guys think?
I would never play any of these cards, probably, but this to me is probably the better one.
I like the fact that you break ties.
Yeah.
So you're choosing which of your opponents you're getting to KO.
And you're choosing which of your characters gets KO'd.
Yeah. So you get a lot more power in this case. If you could prevent them from fielding sidekicks, I'd say it would be pretty decent.
Yeah.
Do you want to pay 6 to lose one of your characters each time you end your turn?
Yeah, maybe if it had a win fielded effect, but other than that,
or a win KO'd effect, yeah.
Or win KO'd effect.
Yeah, but again, that means you also don't feel sidekicks.
Yeah,
well, you could field sidekicks. Then you can't.
Yeah, but then you don't get the benefit of all of those things you said.
Oh yeah, I can't think of a win KO'd effect that I'd want to trigger at the end of my turn though.
I take that back. The 7-cost one is better.
Oh,
No, wait, the 6-cost one. The 6-cost.
Let's say a card's bad. Can I write I want to run 0 dice of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about that. Yeah.
Sell to Cool Stuff Inc.
Oh,
yeah, there you go.
That's really enterprising of you, sir.
The Dormammu they made the promo of is like the only good Dormammu that I think of all of them
Ever.
You know.
What are the next ones you got?
I think some
Gamora?
other ones from Thing were alright. I can't remember what they do. So
Is that the promo that you can't? Oh, okay, yeah, 3 or more in the field.
Yeah, 3 more characters.
That's
the field. Yeah,
pretty good.
Yeah. I like the art on this Gamora.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Madeira guy.
Oh, cool.
I actually have this as my wallpaper at work. That's awesome. It has Rocky Raccoon in front of him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I like all the artwork apart from that Dormammu.
I like almost all the artwork as well. I think that all of it except I forget which one it was.
We didn't like the Black Widow that much.
Black Widow's
I like that Black Widow. I like
Black Widow's a little funky. No, maybe it was all the artwork. I'll tell you what one's really cool. The Red Skull looks sick.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that one.
Yeah, finally, the Red Skull looks really cool.
Yeah.
All right. So Gamora, what do we got here?
Gamora, we got a 4-cost for this. Gamora, Power Gem. She's got Deadly. At the end of turn, KO all character dice that were engaged with this character. Gamora can only be blocked by 2 or more character dice. Oh, that's really cool.
I think it's a good card.
I think so too.
I think.
Yeah.
Is this the deadly one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deadly and
Yes,
blocked by 2 or more.
I like this one too.
Yeah.
I think this makes me
Yeah,
want to
really
build
good.
a Guardians team.
It's fine.
Too bad it doesn't work with call out.
That's what Ben said. You guys are on the same wavelength.
I know, we're just
I
like
really think, like, even not looking at that, I think that it's just an interesting board flippy type thing. Like, you're either KOing one thing with block, like by her blocking, or you're attacking and dealing 3.5 damage every time, or you're KOing 2 of their things when they attack, or when you attack. You know, like those are
Or
3
die.
good outcomes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The only bad thing is you pay 2 to field her.
Is there ways to make Guardians free to field?
Guardians,
I asked that question too.
the Avengers card, use that, but make her more.
Is Ben just the English version of me?
I think so. That's that question that I asked, if there was something that made it easier to field.
I know, like
I
Drax makes
think
himself easier to field, but I don't know if any of the other ones.
Star-Lord from AAU.
that's the one that that I had in mind too. I think.
I think it's like 1 with Star-Lord, isn't it?
Is there a way to get a purchase cost discount on Guardians so you could buy more?
Oh no, that was one less to buy, you guys. That wasn't even one less to field. Maybe there isn't one.
Getting a
Maybe
purchase cost discount here would be okay. I mean, you could always do something like Nick Fury,
Yeah.
that's
Thor
what I was
one,
about to say,
make her
Thor.
free to field,
Yeah, that's true. That's a good call.
or Commissioner Gordon without the contingency, but more expensive.
There's ways.
Yeah,
Either way, if you choose to pay for her, you're getting a lot out of a 4 drop.
yeah.
4 damage. 4 damage is a 5th of their health, or you're flipping their board going into their turn, or you're KOing something they don't, like that they're attacking with.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. So
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to run this with some kind of buff, maybe even like Hulk,
Awesome.
and then you've got the pump, and then
That'd be a good one.
you can have Hulk out as well.
I'm just letting it through. You can pay the 2 to field it as much as you want.
No, I definitely would have to do something about that.
yeah, but then like you're also having to deal. She's not like in a vacuum here. She's
No,
she's attacking with other things as well that could conceivably do damage. Like look at any of the other Guardians and see what you want to put around her. And
I'll block those. I'll let her through.
Sure, you
Call
can
out.
do that. But there's a lot of things that you don't necessarily.
Yeah.
It's just not as simple as I think it might.
It'd be
sound.
good in draft. It's not really good anywhere else.
I wonder if you could like use the Super Star-Lord to give your other Guardians call out, so you pull off all the blockers that you don't want to have her KO, and then you just have her, right? Like then if they want to block her, they have to get their valuable stuff KO'd or something.
That's true, but it's expensive.
I mean, it's a lot of setup, right? You got to have 2 4-cost Guardians plus some other Guardians.
I tried that in 2-team takedown. It didn't really work that well.
Yeah.
One for the 2-team takedown. Come up for the next one.
All right.
Yeah,
All right, what's next?
All right, we've got Gamora. Solar Sacrifices. Gamora cannot be blocked by a lower level character dice. First, Gamora cannot be blocked by level 1 character dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can move on.
I do like the elegance of the first ability. I think that's like one of the more interesting ways to use that.
So she's unblockable on level 1.
Well, like because
by a level 1
couldn't be
character.
well, like because like that's her lowest level. So normally the main ability would be useless, but then they like made it so that it actually was still valid.
Yeah. This card is decent if you're drafting and this is like one of your last picks. You could be like, I could see picking this up and just making it a little more awkward for somebody.
Yeah. They try this a lot. There's a lot of characters with like a can't be blocked by a higher level or lower level or something.
Which are all like mediocre, which is okay in draft.
Yeah.
Like that's where those cards kind of fill, like in limited formats, those cards are sort of filler. They're like literally the middle road C kind of card.
It's not a bad card that you wouldn't mind going around apart from the fielding costs.
Yeah. But the stars have to kind of align for it to work out.
Well, not even. I mean, like, let's say you have a character you kind of care about. Do you want to take 4 damage, or do you want to lose that character that you kind of care about because you can only block with one? They can't just chump, So it's just a little bit more awkward, which is great in those slower limited formats.
Yeah.
They could jump with that deadly one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gamora's
True.
garbage.
Okay, good commentary from Ben.
Tell us how you really feel.
She ruined the movie, and she's gonna ruin the.
Spoiler alert, man. The movie.
Yeah, right.
Oh my
It's
god,
not even in theaters.
it's
yet.
on Netflix, isn't it?
No, not yet. The end of
Oh.
the month. I still have to. I still have to
Okay.
see it.
I didn't mention what movie I was talking about.
Voodoo.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was terrible.
All right, Black.
Uh,
Did you say 2 was terrible?
Alright.
I said 3.
Gamora.
Oh, okay.
2 was terrible though.
yeah.
It was not.
Anyway.
Robert's the ultimate apologist for Marvel movies.
No, I like the Guardians.
You can even just skip the last one.
Black Vortex.
Control a
Winfield.
non-Gamora.
Black Vortex.
Yeah.
When fielded, if you control a non-Gamora Guardian character die, KO target level 1 character die.
So specific, it's lame.
So specific.
Yeah, not a fan of that one.
That's
Yeah,
a no
move
for
on.
me.
That's
Yeah.
a no for me. Let's blow through the next character too. We don't need
God,
that.
love a Winfield on a 1/2/2.
Oh, yeah.
Just quickly,
Yeah.
So back when Guardians of the Galaxy
Who's
came out,
that?
they had a Hulk with 1/1/1 fielding. And then they were like, we're gonna make a new Hulk, but we're gonna go back to the old fielding cost because that was what made Hulk great.
Make Hulk great again.
No,
So-
okay.
so the Gamora with Power Gem, is that just a reprint of Medusa?
Medusa was when blocking, I think. She could block.
When
with
blocking,
two
she could block
characters.
2 characters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like the
Gotcha.
opposite. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what's the first one? Primal Fury.
They all have different privileges.
Yeah, Primal Fury, and it's so it's a 6 shield with Intimidate.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
You're paying 6 for
Yeah.
an 8/8 that pulls something out of the board and always needs to be blocked. It's okay.
Yeah.
But like, it only does it once.
And then you gotta
Yeah.
Yes,
But then you keep pushing with it every single turn. It's always good for blocking. You push with it literally every turn in a draft limited format. You're not running any of these Hulks in like
No.
constructed. So you look at it in a format that is appropriate for this, and I would pick this card like towards the middle end of the draft if I didn't have anything else to pick. Like it's a 6-drop beater, 8/8 that flips the board the turn it is fielded, and is just really impossible to deal with if you're drafting in set.
and if they
Yeah, but
don't,
you're only getting it for the stats. You're not getting it for Intimidate.
but if they don't, if they don't play it right, you could actually do good with the Intimidate to win, if they let it go through. Or I don't know. It'd be
Yeah,
crazy.
this one's not the best one of the 3. It's also
There's
not the
a-
worst one of the 3.
There's
I like the ability to Intimidate, but they keep putting it on weird characters.
Yeah.
I think
Those
if
It's on like a 3-drop.
now we've got the 7.
if they made it to where you could knock him out with like nothing, like he blocks a sidekick and he just knocked out, that would be kind of like cool for Intimidate for him. But yeah.
Then pay 3 for a removal. I don't know. How about that?
They need to put Intimidate on like a bullseye. Was it the bullseye, which
Yeah,
is
I agree.
3/1, 4/1, 5/1?
Exactly. You put it on some
Yeah.
low drop, and then it's a really powerful keyword.
Because
Yeah.
even in the set when it came out, it was like on Falcon, but he was like weird fielding and
Fielding cost.
2 and 3 defense.
It's
and
a
stuff.
really powerful keyword that just hasn't. I mean, you can see how powerful it is when you play the Warriors 3, because if all of them have Intimidate and they're
yeah.
all beefy, then you just really flip boards in gross ways.
Mhm.
So if they put that on something that's small, that's not as beefy, you just buy more of them and you just feel more of them. It can be a really powerful keyword, especially in those kinds of formats. So even just it being on a 6-cost character that does it the one time in that kind of a format is worth considering.
Yeah.
What's not worth considering is the explosive beginnings.
But the 7 cost, the second one.
Alright, there we go.
All right.
7 cost, trembling on the brink of infinity.
Infinity, yeah.
Yeah.
Infinity, there we go. My bad.
No, no.
Look,
Sorry.
you really look at the cards in
Using
front of
level
you.
1
but we
character
can't
dice.
really see it. All opposing level 1 characters.
Hmm.
I mean, that's all sidekicks.
Yep.
And not your own, which is helpful.
Playing 8/8.
Something.
KO all of their sidekicks plus any other characters that are on level 1, which is likely to be like 1/3 of their characters.
Yeah. I
Oh.
can see that.
So you play an 8/8, you get rid of, let's say, on average, 3 sidekicks and 1 level 1 character. They have 2 characters left in the fields.
And then you use Avengers ID card and give everything +2/+2.
Which could be pretty gross. I mean, he's
Yeah.
even on the level 1 side, you pay 1 to get out of 4/6.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
it's 6/8. Like this card's pretty decent.
Yeah, I mean, I can see
In those
draft
things.
style. You got that one turn where you either get a bunch of stuff KO'd or you roll really terribly. This is a decent pickup in the middle of a game.
Yeah. It is.
All right.
And there's no hate
Alright.
for it.
And then we have the 5 shield. That 5 shield explosive beginnings when Hulk blocks or is blocked by a non-villain character, he gets a negative attack.
Yeah,
Wow.
So
if we-
Iron Man is the next character.
we've had characters that get buffs if they have villains. Have you ever had one that just gets like a debuff that has to deal with
No, there's
non-villains?
Hulk
Yeah.
just gets like this soft
characters
spot.
that
It's like, oh,
buffs
you're not a
itself.
bad guy. I'm not gonna hit you as hard.
He's only
That's-
good. Yeah, only good against villains.
Ugh.
-3 attack means he's got
Insane.
1 attack at level 1.
Yes, he's a 1/16.
Oh, ugh.
Put -78.
But you only have to pay 5
Five
to
drops.
block. So you know what you need to use for that one then, right, Chris?
Oh,
To make sure that he only ever blocks or is blocked by villains.
rare danger room.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
We need a counter in the bottom.
Don't try to make this. Don't try to make this happen.
You missed when all the Black Panthers required rare danger.
Literally every single one of them.
Iron Man. Let's move it along to Iron Man.
All right. Anthony Stark. When Iron Man is KO'd, gain 2 life.
Yep, 5, 6, 7 defense.
Ugh.
Yeah.
With the absorbing man though, gain 4 life.
And next one's going to be
Oh
Matt.
yeah.
So this was my question. Why do you pay 5 to KO a really beefy guy? Like that was my thing. Like you don't bring an auto KO to KO a 5 drop, especially if it gains life. So it's not very good.
Yeah.
I mean, if your opponent's playing weirdly aggressively, they probably would figure it out real fast though.
So out of set, can't you suit up to other things with that?
Yeah.
And gain life while you're doing
That is
it?
true.
Ugh.
4 times with
Yeah.
8 life.
Ben's super annoying suit up team.
Might as well fabricate at that point.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like another one better, but it's not.
Well, you pay that to field as well. Like I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's worth going in.
It's
for.
okay, but life gain is not a thing. So
Yeah, it's like he's like a good defensive character, and then if they happen to get through him, you get a little bit of a benefit.
Next.
Kind of reminds me of the AVX Iron Man.
No, that was way better. Don't even bring that
Way
up.
better.
Oh, that insult. That's insult. That was so fun.
I mean, they are basing all of these die molds on the AVX ones.
This one is uncanny, isn't it? Oh no, you're right. This
No,
one.
It is. That's
Yeah.
uncanny. Yeah.
No, the color I think, but this is the same die mold as AVX.
Yeah, it
Hey,
is.
you got.
I'm looking at it right now.
I like the die. The die's cool.
Yeah,
Me too.
I do
Me
like
too.
it.
Yeah.
I like the die on the second one as well.
Another die is really cool.
Nice. But before we transition, because that was a smooth transition.
Yeah, all right.
Before we do, you guys want to hear something terrible?
Sure.
All right. Ready? Out of all the characters in the game of Dice Masters, 80% of them are non-villains. 80% of the time, that is how bad that Hulk is. Literally, 80.1% of characters.
Someone's doing some number crunching in the background here.
I just wanted to see how bad it was. Answer is pretty bad.
That
it's-
means 20% of the characters are villains. That's interesting.
But if you have Rare Danger Room, all of them are villains.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
right.
see?
Yeah, all first of all, yes, that's
Rare
correct.
danger room.
Buy your Rare Danger Room today.
Yeah.
Put up the graphic, quick. Put up the graphic.
All right. So the next one is not all champagne and caviar. Iron Man cannot be targeted by opposing global abilities or action dice. I don't hate that.
Yeah. Haven't you given him that ability before?
What would you do?
It's been on a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Who
What is
cares?
this? What is
At least now things used to be that things just only couldn't be targeted by globals, but now they can be targeted by globals or action, and that's
Yeah.
not bad.
What does it matter though?
what does any of this matter? You know what I'm
At
saying?
the end of the day,
Well, what's particular? Like, you're not paying 5 for a 5/7 that can't be targeted by any character abilities, because character abilities still target, and that's a lot of the stuff that happens. Like a tune.
They do.
I'm assuming this is a counter to Black Widow. That's really all that is. In set, like you can't make my Iron Man attack.
Or
Okay.
Kate
Oh, yeah,
Bishop.
That's true.
She can't be blinked back. He can't be blinked back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get aggressive with him.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
you can't target. Oh no, it's opposing. He can be pulled back
Yeah.
if you do it yourself,
It
but
is-
not by your. Yeah.
Am I
I
lagging?
mean, when I started,
Or is someone else lagging?
What?
I don't know. Everyone sounds fine to me.
Okay, then it's
That's
just
very laggy.
okay. All right. Okay, sorry.
when I started playing the game, my buddy and I would play, like, he had a bunch of Uncanny X-Men stuff, and the forecast magic that could get re-rolled when she got KO'd was, like, really
that's
difficult for us to
cool.
get through. And, you know, obviously there's lots of ways around it when you get familiar or whatever, but when you first started to play the game, like, you put this on your team and someone doesn't really have a lot of sophisticated stuff, this is going to be a pretty tough blocker.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's true.
It's
Yeah, exactly. It's good for like vanilla games, which is
Been on a bunch
It's
of
good for
reasons.
making your first couple games last for 45 minutes.
There you go. It's good for making you go, why did I buy this again? I thought we started.
All right. Mike, give us the next one.
All right, we got Ponderous Footsteps, another 5 shield. When Iron Man is active, the first time each turn an Iron Man character die is targeted by a global ability or action die, gain 1 life.
Oh,
That's
I
not
like
bad.
it. I like it.
Why?
get all
Because I like life gain, even though it's not a thing.
Yeah.
But you get 1 life per turn for 1 generic energy. Because you could probably do it with a lot of
Yeah. You also have those characters that can redirect globals as well. So
But it's only the first time you use it, so it's not more than one per turn. So whether or not you're triggering it or not, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it's using like you use like the Asian Venom
Right.
global, and then each turn you give them +1 defense and you get a life.
It'd be cool with that
Really?
Nocturne where you can redirect the global. If they use a pump global, you can redirect it to.
Oh yeah.
Then you're getting a global. That's a good idea, Zane.
Or the
What we need is some kind of thing that's continuous, and that when you gain life, but you already have 20, your opponent takes that as damage. That would be perfect.
That's
That'd be cool, actually.
What's
Because
that?
then you can make life gain a thing.
What's
Yeah.
that one where it does a damage whenever you field it?
Thor. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Mindless ones.
Yeah, mine.
Oh,
This
it's that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
I
lots of
thought you were
life.
talking about the
And then-
Thor set.
and then you have Squirrel Girl, and you just redirect it to him, so you gain a life, and you have Hulk out, and you do 2 damage to them, and you gain a life.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's kind of overthought out, but I mean,
Yeah, I think that's the problem with this card. It's just a bit too much for not enough.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Same
if
with-
you could go above
Good
20,
way to
this would
describe
be
it.
so good. I would
That's the
totally
same with
play.
all of the life gain in the game ever.
Yep.
No, totally.
Exactly.
Apart from
Yeah.
Mystic Elf. That was good.
Because it prepped to die,
Yep.
Yeah.
or apart from the Uncanny X, right? That was good because you could do it multiple times on a turn. So you could and 2, like you'd heal for 2, and so you go 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm back to full 6, 8. I'm back to full 6, 8.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like anybody ever played Long Live the Resistance to gain 4 life every time they used a basic action.
No.
That jump.
I've
If
never
you do it
used
with
that.
that Doctor Strange, though, you'd be gaining 8 life.
Or 10.
Bingo.
10 if you got the double burst or whatever, or the enlisting
There.
ability.
Yep.
Ben's just
Wow.
breaking the mold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I played Magic the Gathering, I loved gaining more than 20 life. I wish they could do something
Exactly.
similar.
Exactly.
Oh,
All right.
those were so tough to go up against in Magic the Gathering. It's just like I can't whittle you down enough.
Oh, yeah. I used to
remember-
really
Check out before I could even get you close.
When I first started playing the game, we didn't realize you could go above 20. And I was playing with my friend Dan, and we were using the Beast, and like he got to something like 56 life. And I was just like, okay, you know what? I think it's time to stop playing now.
Yeah, right. There is a format people talk about where you start at 0 and you try to get to 20.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
That would be fun, and that would be a good way to do it.
Iron Man would be shoo-in.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next one out of the life gain talk.
Make that kind of thing.
All right, we've got Loki. So we got a 5-mask Loki, Throne of Contention, with a tune.
Ooh.
And then
That's
the next
it?
one is
Look,
Seriously, we can actually go that
There's
fast for
another
that
five
card.
mask.
yeah,
It's a two. It's a. You pay 2 for a 2/8 on. It's not.
yeah.
the tune's okay.
That's what it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tune's okay.
We have
But
enough
just think
of
of
it.
how many pings you can get on Super Oyanti before they can ping this one down.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
It survives dragon.
Right.
Yay.
Next one's good. All right. Number 5 Mask Loki, Chains of Destiny. When fielded, choose an affiliation other than villain, replacing all previous choices. Your opponent can pay 2 life to prevent this effect. While Loki is active, ignore the text, including global abilities, on all cards of that affiliation.
Yeah.
When fielded, deal 2.
Yeah.
Do they have to pay the 2 life right away, or can they do it later to
I
cancel?
think it's immediately.
It's right away.
I think so. Yeah.
If they don't,
That's why they put it there.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of zombie Magneto, but way worse. But in some ways, it can do the expensive stuff as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, they would just pay the 2 life, right?
Yeah.
How many times can you field it before they have to start making other choices?
I mean, it could mess with Mimic Ramp, but for 5 cost,
Yeah, they've already gotten their ramp out of it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Then you got to keep KOing it. I don't like it. Too much work.
It's a good candidate for a Cal Global.
All right.
Oh my God. Kill it. What's up?
Oh, he's a good candidate for him. He's attack and defense switched.
I
Yeah.
like that. Cool.
Freaking
Yeah.
Joker.
Other mayhem.
Yeah, it's definitely more interesting than the first one.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Father of Mayhem, which is a 6 mask.
Mhm.
When fielded, select target non-Loki character die you control and target opposing character die, and swap control of them. At the end of your turn, return the opposing character if active, and your opponent returns your character if active. Control dice that leave the field go immediately to their owner's prep area.
Ooh.
You get one of theirs, and they get one of yours.
Okay.
Now we need one of those characters that, like, when KO'd, you take 2 damage.
Yeah, Kate Bishop.
Then you give it to that's when fielded though.
It's
Ah.
Kate Bishop.
And then you give him that character, and then you KO it.
Yeah.
Too bad it's when fielded though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I could see some use for this card.
There's some way
Wouldn't
to
be
break
great.
this card. There's some way to get like crazy stuff out of this card, but I don't know what it is.
Maybe
I mean,
an
what, you take their
experience.
Hulk and you give them a sidekick, and
I
then
don't
you
know.
attack with
Take
everything.
their gold dragon.
Take their Hulk.
Take their
Take their
Hulk.
collector.
If you
Yeah.
have an experienced team,
Ooh,
that
take
might
their
be
collector
good.
actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Take their collector.
Well, double the when fielded effect. You take 2 of their things, give them 2 of your things.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
You get Adam
That's-
Warlock. No, you get Adam Warlock and Man. Then you get to do it 4 times.
Well, essentially, you can
Robin.
take their win condition, most likely, especially when you trigger it twice every time. You know what I mean? Like, if it's a 2-card win condition, you can take it.
Yeah.
And you can play that team just for fun. I mean, it's very casual, but it's also kind of interesting.
Yeah. Because you're hoping that their win condition costs more than 6. That's what you're having to spend to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That was like, when the KO King talks about stealing the win condition with Rare Scarecrow, it's because Scarecrow's a 4 cost.
Okay, but here's the thing, you guys. We'll finally just dust off the Groot Thor.
Yeah.
I need that one.
Then you get to use Groot Thor to do it a second time.
Yeah, whenever
Later
you
in the game.
Yeah, exactly. See? Now we're thinking with portals.
Then you get their.
Hey guys, let's talk about Red Skull. This one's way better.
Oh man, I feel like Ben's got something. There's got to be
Yeah,
some
Red
way that
Skull's
you can
pretty
use this
cool.
to use.
It's like the Adam Warlock. It's like the Scarecrow. It's like a bunch of these cards, like collector. Like no one, when people first saw it, they were like, okay, that's kind of interesting, and then it's either gonna like be amazing and
Or
break
it's
the game, or it's gonna be like, okay, this is actually kind of rubbish.
Yeah.
All right. Red Skull.
Right.
All right, cut off 1 head, 4 cost fist. When an opponent character die is KO'd, Red Skull gets a +1/+1 until the end of turn.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Somebody say it.
Eh.
Scarbo.
No,
Talking about Hellfire Club?
no, this is great for staff teams.
Oh, staff.
Absorbing man.
I said Hellfire.
I was gonna say
It's
Hellfire
great,
Club.
for, it's
Yeah.
great
Yeah.
for Hellfire, but Hellfire's on your own stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who cares?
Yeah, but but here's the thing about Hellfire: you have to trigger fully resolve Hellfire, then this thing gets the buff, so it's not always winning.
Yeah.
And you got to have the highest attack.
So again, it's great for staff.
Well, the uncommon Fix It gets +2 attack every time
Yeah.
a character is KO'd. But this one only
Think
gets
with dragons.
one. But
It's a
Ben's
force
favorite
buff.
thing in the game, it also gets defensive buff as well.
Yeah.
So does
Again.
Fix
It costs so much to field.
It's great for it does. It costs
God.
a terrible
1,
amount
2,
to field.
3. Ugh.
But you only need to buy and field one of them.
Yeah.
Clear their board with like a Jubilee that spins up to a 4-side.
Yeah, with
An
staff.
attack with like a use staff, an attack with a 10-10, assuming they have 5 characters, which is about pretty good, right? You attack with a 10-10, a 4-4, and then like 2 other little things, or maybe multiple 4-4s because you want to guarantee the spin up. Like
Yeah,
it makes sense.
you put Nick Fury patch in the field, and then you give this the Avengers affiliation, and then when it's got 10 attack,
No.
then
You
it
give
goes
this the
20
Avengers
attack.
you give this the Avengers affiliation by using Avengers ID card.
Yeah, exactly.
Get that.
And you have Patch out there, and he attacks twice.
Yep. Then he does 20 damage.
And Captain America really does work for Hydra. Messed up here.
Like this
Next
card is
one
good
we've got,
enough to be a
another
win condition
four
on a
picks.
staff team,
It's cool.
and staff's
Yeah.
not very like staff's not tier 1, but it's like it can win games, and having a piece that works with it for a turn 1 buy is good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like this is a good
convince
card.
me.
Yeah, it's not
a
a-
staff argument.
It's not like a good draft card unless you've already got some kind of ping or something, which is
Yeah.
kind
Even
of
if
rare
you're
in
just playing,
drafts.
even if you're just playing, yeah, no, you're right. It's
Because you have to do it before the attack step.
correct. Yeah,
There's
It
still
doesn't
that.
trigger.
What's the blam blam blam? Is that?
Oh, that basic action.
Yes, that's
Oh,
right.
that's for that.
We actually haven't done the basic actions yet.
Nope.
Oh man. All right, what's the next one.
All right,
Never
Keep
gonna
it
make
going.
it.
Yeah.
Ah,
right.
Kansas, yeah.
You just gotta
Let's
fly.
go.
You just gotta fly, you guys. Let's
Grim
just fly.
Visage. If an opponent character die was KO'd, this turn Red Skull may be fielded for free.
It's okay.
And
Who
then,
cares?
Now
yeah,
you want to get rid of that 3 cost. That's for sure.
Five Fist, Dust to Death. While Red Skull is active, when an opponent character die is KO'd, its controller chooses one. They lose 1 life, or you gain 1 life.
Chris, do you like this card?
I think it's okay.
Cool.
You're asking as if
Yeah.
it's like, Chris, are you sure?
I just figured that's a good way to expedite. But Chris says it's okay.
It really does sound like it's like, Chris, have you seen the secret thing that I'm seeing?
Okay, let me explain to you how you're wrong.
Once again,
Chris,
there's a
this
way
card.
to make it so that if you gain more than 20
And I
life,
will say this: that card is not very good in my opinion, just because like they'll always choose you gain 1 life even if you're at 20.
I like it.
we need a
I like
way
them.
to make them take damage when you gain life. That's all we need.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. But it's not like it's okay to gain life up to 20 and stay there. That's cool
Yeah.
too.
It'd be a
Exactly.
meta staple if you had to get 20 life from 0.
Just constantly KO their characters. Yeah.
Oh.
Then they would choose the other.
Yeah, but then they would never get to 20.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. It's a stalemate.
That'd be real good.
Roll good.
Then they have
Roll.
one of those themselves, and it's just.
Then we just quit the format. Next,
Let's just
I'm gonna
put
go put Star Wars Destiny real quick.
Yeah. All right, Star Lord.
Alright, Star-Lord Space Boy, 4 Fist. While Star-Lord is active, when a non-Star-Lord Guardian character attacks, prep a die from your bag.
Chris, how do you feel about this card?
Oh my god!
Rob, how do you feel about this card? Welcome to your channel.
It's
I like it.
it's
He likes
ramp.
this card.
I think it's good ramp.
Yes. Everyone agree?
It's like Ricochet.
I
Great
agree.
ramp.
Alright.
It is
Awesome.
a great ramp.
It's the worst.
Do it with
Alright.
Gamora. When you get
Do-
to prep and KO Tucker.
What are you doing with Gamora, sir? This is a family channel.
Do it with Rocket Raccoon.
This is
Yeah,
a fun.
right.
This is a fun card.
Yeah.
Go with Angela, who's unblockable and has infiltrate.
Alright.
There you go.
Oh my god. Ugh.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I hate
And
playing
then
against that
Ricochet,
card.
you get to grab 2 dice.
Yeah. Wait one.
Mm.
Okay.
I'm gonna mess this subtext up really good. So this is a Star-Lord Spartonian blood. If you control a non-Star-Lord Guardian character, prevent all damage to Star-Lord.
Excellently read, sir.
Bravo.
Prevent all damage.
Thank you.
He survives breath weapon.
He survives everything as long as you have Cosmo out in the field.
Yep. Or rocket.
Oh.
But how sick is that Cosmo combo?
All right.
Which
Pretty good.
which
No, that's pretty good.
The rare.
Cosmo the rare that when it KOs while blocking, then everything unblocked deals you 2 only.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Pretty sick.
I was really glad to get that one.
Pretty sick. So good card. Good card.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good enough. I mean, it's like a C. You know?
Human Spartoi. Spartoi hybrid.
Spartoi.
4 fists is just for the tune. Oh, thank you.
It seems weird that Star-Lord has a tune.
Yeah.
That's not very good.
There's
Yeah.
better
Fine.
4-cost attune.
Yeah.
There's way better 3-cost attunes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the problem. It's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
yes,
Tune's
it's
really
good
good,
because the
but
tune, and so you can always take an attune character in every format. But well, you know,
Yeah.
you're constructing, you don't put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's cheaper tunes.
Yeah.
Ooh, go to
All
Thor. This one's good.
This was good.
Thor does look interesting.
Thor's super
I've been
cool.
waiting for Wasp too.
Oh yeah.
Is it
You gotta
confusing
get
to
some
anybody
vision.
else that this one used to be the Thor symbol and then it became the Ragnarok symbol and now it's the Thor
Yes.
symbol again?
But it's a blue die.
We're
Ooh.
taking it back. We're taking it
We're
back.
taking it back. All right. Give us a Thor.
All right, our first Thor, which is they're all 6 lightning. Thor Donald Blake. When fielded, deal 1 damage to every character die in the field zone. Prep a die from your bag for each character die KO'd by this effect.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
That's that bag burn right there.
Oh yeah.
So let's just assume on the
Don't mind the little
conservative
bag.
end, you have 2 sidekicks, they have 2 sidekicks, you prep 4.
Yep. Or in Ben's world, you buy 9 characters and you get to
Well,
prep all 9 of them.
You prep 4, and then you also get the 2 KO'd sidekicks. So you're rolling 6 plus 4 that you draw is 10.
Mm-hmm. Or
So
you play this with staff the same turn.
Yeah.
I hate
Oh,
to
there's
say
that
it,
dice.
but
Oh.
there was
No,
a
you play with
card.
Hulk in the field. With Hulk in the field.
yeah.
Oh.
This is a cool one.
Oh.
What's
Hulk
I
and
hate to
staff.
say it, there was a card
Yeah,
mentioned
that's
earlier.
some possibilities.
what's up, Zing?
There was a card mentioned earlier that would work with this. Danger.
But that-
Different.
You just lose all of your stuff, though. It's basically like a slightly cheaper Hellfire Club, then. Which is kind of cool.
Everyone,
except
come on
it-
down.
No, wait. Except it kills itself.
It's just it kills itself too. Yeah.
Yeah. You can come down and get
Nobody gets any characters.
a danger room for only $10.99. Just come on down, and it's there for the taking.
Oh.
This one's cool.
But if you had Danger Room and you fielded this, then you could use the Get Thee Hence Global. So
Love that global.
So someone could have won a game if they just realized they could play that.
Oh my god. Still won though.
Okay, Wayward Son. We'll just breeze through that one because that one's not very good.
Okay. When fielded, deal X
yeah.
damage to
When
target
fielded,
character
deal
die
X
where
damage
X
to
is the number of bolt symbols in your reserve pool.
if it wasn't character,
Cool,
Yeah, I know.
cool stuff, Ink Cell.
I like it.
It's a 6-drop, and you have to roll it along and field it alongside bolts.
Yeah, we can do it with the pyro. I think that pyro is really good. Laurier was using that. That's pretty cool.
Chwinga.
Yeah.
Twing was good. There's lots
Yeah.
of bolts that are good.
There was Firefly that did a lot of stuff.
Sure. Those are all, things.
Edge
if you could
case
split it
uses.
amongst multiple characters,
Oh,
Yeah, then it'd be really good.
Yeah.
yeah. But just to one,
But most likely you're going to KO something that has like 3 defense at best.
Yeah.
exactly.
You're
Double.
doing
You're not using
three
it to
with this.
remove
You're doing
collector
like
blob or
2 or
something.
3 with this, and it's okay, I guess.
Good stats. So
Absorbing Man with that would be kind of interesting.
yeah, it'd be okay.
Yeah, we'll be good.
Yeah,
Okay.
double it. Yeah.
Cool.
With
Yeah,
Iceman Global, it'd be really good.
With
Might
so
give
many
it-
other
Yeah.
cards, it could be better just by not having that.
Yeah, exactly. You just swap this out.
Yeah.
Iceman Global and Lantern Ring. I'd run it.
Ooh, there it is.
All right, let's read the last one.
All right, our last one's going to be everything. Every problem is a nail. He's got a tune. But what I'm excited for is global. Pay a bolt once per turn. The next action die you purchase this turn costs 2 less to a minimum of 1.
This is
Hello,
Ben's
Malekith.
5th best card in the
What is
set,
that from
guys.
you, Dio?
Oh.
That's
Ben's
Not
5th
bad.
best card in the set.
really. I could see that. It's like a non-KO
That
out of the
global,
thing.
that global is better than Malekith.
What is
Yeah.
that?
you don't-
Everything that you possibly run Malekith on is now gone. Malekith you sell and you play this.
Okay, absolutely not true.
No, you're
Yeah,
right.
not
You're
true.
Out of interest, I have 2 Malekiths for trade.
I need one, Ben.
You should talk to
Guys, I'm
Robert.
trying to prime this. I'm
No,
trying
you
to prime
would have
this.
seen
Let's,
Malekith
let's
for
do
sure.
it. So you
I mean,
get
it's like they were like Ring of Winter is really interesting. We should do that for actions, but we
Oh.
forgot on Malekith. So
Yeah. I mean,
That's cool. I like
It's
it.
the old Thousand
It's-
Dragon Global.
It's good.
From
Yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
it's good.
we're
how
finally gonna get to play Hyper Velocity because we get a discount on the action now.
And you don't have to roll a sidekick to do this, like
Nope.
to trigger it, which is nice. So
Yeah.
it's a meta card. You'll see that played.
I've got hyper velocity on one of my teams from the
That one.
what you call Dice Mayhem tournament.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
Just to be that guy.
So here's Vision. Okay, next is Wasp.
Mm,
No, Vision can't be targeted by global abilities or actions.
There he is. Not even your own.
Not even your own.
Oh yeah, not even opposing.
It's just straight up. You can't target. I
Oh,
can't
but
target.
Vision blocks a fist.
But these are
character
so. This
deals
is the same symbol, but different stats. I think than the old Visions.
I think so.
He's got a lot of defense all of a sudden.
Yeah, a 4/7's
Yeah.
cool for 2.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't.
Galil Global.
Yeah.
I never liked the synthetic human when he blocks a fist or a bolt character deal 1 damage target opponent. It always felt so like you were never going to get to pull it off when they had these specific energy type requirements.
Uh-huh.
There's been a lot of those in the past.
Yeah, and they're all on Beta Ray Bill.
Well, or like Kilowog.
Exactly.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah, the
Kilowog,
middle-
they were like, well, he's going to be so good, you're going to want to have Kilowog on your team, and you never wanted to have Kilowog.
No, synthetic human isn't good.
okay, the next one, Unearthly
At least it's
Human,
2 energy types.
Inhuman. Vision can block up to 2 character dice.
Yes.
Okay.
With 7 defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta pay 5.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's all right.
Yeah,
Ben-
I mean, in an unlimited format, just use Medusa.
Ben, what do you think?
Yeah.
I think that it's okay.
Let's just talk about Wasp already.
Yeah.
No one opens this pack for Vision.
All these visions are just basically what the old visions did, and no one played the old visions.
Exactly. That's a good
Yeah.
way to describe it.
Right. That's what I
Michael,
was
what do
thinking
you
when-
think about Wasp?
I've been actually looking forward to Wasp.
Wrong.
I don't know why. I like the fitting about.
You
about
kick us, kick us off then. Let's read some
Yeah,
flags
let's
about
do
this.
that.
Yeah,
Right, then.
Hey, give us some Wasp, Mike. Give us the first one.
All right. Partner in Peril. She's a 2 bolt with the keyword ability Amplify. When you use an action die, spin this character up a level.
Chris, what do you think about this card?
It's terrible compared to the other 2.
New keyword, though.
I like
Yes.
that.
Worst
ability.
keyword ever.
What they need to do is put
No.
Amplify and
Heroic.
Yeah, well,
okay,
it's-
yeah.
No.
I like
How come-
Amplify.
I like heroic and amplify.
we need
Amplify.
Amplify
like
Awaken
Amplify.
on the same character. That would be amazing.
Oh,
It's coming. It's coming. Look, it's coming. Okay.
You play that
The reason-
Avengers ID card, and she spins up, and now she's.
Exactly.
oh
Could be
my
a spy for
god.
2 cards.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Put-
no, you guys. All right,
Well, there you go.
Put Danger Room on it
Not a
too.
great spin-off.
Oh my God.
I mean, I just like the trivia of this is only the second character with a unique keyword.
Mm. Okay.
The other one is the one with cleave.
All right, so
Yeah.
All right, different wasp.
That wasp though is super cool for the
Right,
way that
yeah.
you design cards. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got good potential. That keyword.
all right,
Yeah,
Too close.
I don't think it's great on this card, but I could see it being
All
useful
right.
something else.
guaranteed 3-drop, not bad. Or guaranteed three attack. Sorry. Hey, Mike, do it.
all right. 3-cost bolt. Wasp flitting about. She has a tune, and when you use a tune on this card or another, Wasp gets a +1/+1 till the end of turn.
This card's okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Put on your
Unfortunately,
Yanti team.
Yeah.
As if.
outside of not much
Put on your
achievement.
Yanti team, you buy an action, and she's like a 6/7, and you just attack with her.
Yep.
All right, so she's an immediate drop onto a Yanti team as the third Yanti or a toon
Third
character, right?
Yahtzee.
Yep.
No, seriously, like
Yeah.
and then
Super Rare Yanti, the Zandala, and then this.
Yeah.
one if you decide to run 3, okay? And if for some reason we live in a world where Yanti's banned, this becomes the win condition outright. And the team still functions because this is just good enough.
Yeah.
Because you're still running Pseudo Dragon, you're still
Yeah.
getting double procs on a tune, and when you use something like an Avengers ID card, you can give some of your characters the Avengers affiliation. Use it, deal a tune with like let's say 2 attune characters, right? Deal a tune, that's 4 damage with a thing out. Buff the wasps up with the ability on her, then buff them up with the Avengers ID card. Like things get strong fast. It's like what we talked about earlier with Dwarf Wizard being like buffed up a lot. It plays very similarly, except now it also adds direct damage. Like this
Yeah.
card's really good. Like
Yeah.
I mean, we all know it.
I like it.
I really
Yeah.
like this card.
I do not.
I was really excited for it with that and like common Yanti.
Yeah, that's good too. Exactly. And this, even if several cards get banned from that team, like let's say they get crazy happy and ban Pseudo Dragon too, it doesn't really matter because this card's good in a vacuum.
So
Yeah,
Ben,
this
why
looks
don't you
annoying,
like
I
it?
mean,
Because the tune's garbage.
When I first saw this card, I think I was annoyed. It's not good against Yanti. It's only good with Yanti. I mean, it's not only good with Yanti, but it's not a counter. Like
Yeah,
some
it'd
of
be
the
good
other
if
team
you got the
characters.
+1 every time a tune triggers, right?
Yeah, that would be sick. That would be really sick.
Yeah,
Not
That
just
would
when
be
you
awesome.
trigger a tune.
but it still wouldn't counter Yanti because they're not going to attack you anyway.
Yeah.
But it doesn't trigger when the opposing person is a Yanti and they purchase something? Because
Yeah.
If
you're-
you have attuned
If you have,
characters,
yeah.
Well, like Wasp.
well, yeah,
is
like
already
her,
an attuned character.
Yeah.
herself once, but what's the point? You know, they're
Yeah.
just gonna burn you down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
this just
but
gets
still
bigger
cool
and bigger
card.
each time they
Still
use
cool
it, though.
card.
it's
No,
a great
definitely.
card on its own. Like this and Avengers ID card, she could get a +3 just by using the card
Yes.
alone.
Correct.
Mhm.
And then you
Yeah.
get that 7-drop sorcerer to double it. Ooh, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
There's stuff like the Overcrush with there's a 2-drop to get a Coat Overcrush, right?
Mhm.
The upgrade, whatever it is.
Proton cannon.
Yeah, you could do that.
He'd get
Taking
kicked because she's not a
Wasp,
fist, but it
yeah, this Wasp.
doesn't have. Yeah.
Use some investigations to ramp through.
Also, she also gets defense as well, which Ben always likes.
That's good. Can't ping her out.
Nope.
Last one.
Yeah, last card in the set besides the basic
All right,
actions. we haven't
last one
talked about.
is the 3-bolt Wasp, Love and Loss. While Wasp is active, when an opponent uses an action die, deal 1 damage to that opponent.
I like
Eh.
it.
Yeah, Wasp and Flash, the 1-2 punch that takes out Yanti.
But Yanti kills you by buying,
Right. Well, yeah.
and it deals damage to opponent. You can't redirect it, so it's not even a tune. You can't mitigate their stuff coming out of the field, so it's meh in
Yeah.
my mind.
Flash is better because it's life loss.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
when
yeah.
they trigger it, tune. So
Yeah, but this is I think it's okay.
It's
Hey,
good
there
in
you go.
it's good in a lot of situations. It's not just a good Yanti counter. You know what I mean? Like it's not just something you'd put to try and stop Yanti. It's good like anytime a tune or anytime someone plays investigation. It like Ben said, Tabaxi Rogue, very similar to that.
Investigation was
Yeah.
the one.
It
Yeah,
compares
you
well
bring
to that.
something like investigation, sort of bait them into buying your good action with this
Yeah.
card.
Yeah.
Or
I
like
think this is going to be the
superhero
card
cards.
that if someone first picks up this set and someone plays that in their first game, that's going to be the card that everyone thinks is a pain.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No, totally.
Then they'll KO their Iron Man and gain 2 life.
All right.
Good point. Good point.
So
All right.
Wasp is one of my favorite characters in all of comics. She's absolutely brilliant. Got her figurines, her comics, everything. If I was to play this card, I would choose Banshee over this card.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're different though. I think they both have their place.
Yeah.
Well, they do the exact same thing, except Banshee just has better attack stats.
Banshee only 2 basic actions.
Benchy's a 3
Yeah,
mask.
he's a basic action though.
Yeah,
When your
only
opponent
basic
draws
actions.
a basic action, this is when they use an action die.
No. I'm talking about uncommon Banshee. While Banshee is active,
Oh,
deal 1
yeah,
damage
yeah.
to target opponent when they use an action die.
Oh, okay.
Isn't
Okay.
Banshee's defense like
Yeah.
A
It's got
1/2
lower
one, a
defense,
2/3
though, yeah.
2, and a 2/5
Worse
2.
defense and
Worse fielding.
higher fielding costs, right?
Yeah, 1, 2,
Yeah, I
2
think
versus
they're both.
1, 2. They're
He's
pretty
an
similar.
X-Man. He's an X-Man though.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you can use that the OP
Yeah,
Wolverine to make him free.
I could see you using the Banshee. Saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good call. But here,
Very
remember also we're talking about a set that is supposed to be designed for bringing in brand new players. So it's okay that they've reprinted,
You can
you
use
know,
both of them.
cards.
Yeah.
Ooh,
2
you
damage
could-
every time they use a basic action.
So there you go. There's a combo.
Yeah.
So we got
And then
big
you put Rare
entrance.
Dracolich.
Yeah. And
Blam blam blam.
on the big entrance, didn't they say that they reworded all the other big entrances so everything?
Yeah, it all has impulse. Everything has
Yeah.
impulse.
Yeah.
Cool art on
has
that
the
big.
impulse.
I like
Yeah,
it better than the short one.
Yeah, that's
That
the
is
best
pretty sweet.
art big entrance has got.
Shane.
What does Blam 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 do again?
Oh, I like the deal X damage to all opposing character dice, where X is the lowest defense value amongst all active opposing character dice. If no
Yeah,
opposing
one.
character dice are KO'd by this effect, prep this die.
So play a 4-cost, deal 1 to everything, prep it, deal 1 to everything if they feel another sidekick, kind of cycle.
Hmm.
Yeah. Wait, if
Or
no
actually,
opposing character dice
if
are
none.
KO'd, then you prep it. So if they have any sidekicks out,
Oh yeah, that's
you do
pointless.
1 damage and you KO it, and then it's just. Well, you might KO all sidekicks though, which is pretty good.
You would KO, yeah.
Yeah, use it with staff though,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just have 2 actions then.
or Danger Room because it only does it to opposing character dice.
What's the 2-drop right there? Confront the mighty.
Do it with that
Yeah.
Captain America. Prep all your cards. Prep all your dice.
What does it do?
Yeah, confront the mighty.
Oh yeah, this card's super broken.
Which one?
Uh,
Target character die you control has A equal to its D of target opposing character die until the end of turn. Those 2 character dice deal damage to each other equal to their A. For their attack.
Yeah, I like it.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely KO a blob with your sidekick.
Yeah, that's interesting for sure.
Yeah, and then you have like so
Mhm.
say you do it with an Arnim Zola, right? You use Arnim Zola to do kill the blob, and then your Arnim Zola has 7 attack.
Oh yeah, for the rest of the turn.
Yeah,
I
keep
totally
them
missed
attack.
that part. Yeah, then
Yeah,
he
because it
continues to
doesn't-
have that attack.
Because it doesn't
That's
KO
so cool.
if you arrange it right. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to.
And
So it's like sticking Arch Nemesis on with the Arch Nemesis Global, but a little bit mixture of the
It's kind of like
your
Spinner's
opponent
Teachings,
character doesn't
yeah.
get anything.
an all for 2 and an
Yeah.
action die.
Yeah, because Arch
Yeah.
Nemesis was 4, and your opponent got to do the damage to you.
Yeah.
This one they just have their normal attack.
Yeah.
The only issue is that it's all include, like everyone can buy it. It's a basic action, so you can't quite hide it on your team, and they could make use of it. But if you're an aggro, then this is a good aggro versus control tool.
This is way easier to pull off with Rare Surtur.
Yeah, give me that.
Because it costs it about 4.
But like, it's super strong. Like, you just attack with everything. Whatever doesn't block.
Yeah.
Wherever they don't block, you just take the best attack. It's Splinter's teachings,
but better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you KO it too.
It's Splintered teachings.
Right, so they declare block.
Yes,
whatever isn't blocked, you stop their attack, and then that character already KOs that character anyway.
I'd be too afraid to bring that card myself, because if they use it against you, oh my god.
That card is super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
What's the
but it's better against cards like Collector and Blob that have really low attack defense.
Yeah, what you want to do is take a bunch of really high attackers with no defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then you're just getting...
Or with 2 defense, right?
Yeah, I mean, they can still KO your characters because it's guaranteed with that card, but at least you're going to KO them in return.
And then take like a defense buff. Take a defense buff your defense so it doesn't get KO'd, and buff their defense so you get higher attack stats.
I think you copy printed.
Did they copy printed?
Yeah, I think so.
Or did it? That's a good question. If it said it, then yeah.
Blam, blam, blam with a defense buff, though. If you can leave him with like one really weak character and then buff that character's defense to it, that it's the same as a couple other ones, then you just KO all of them.
Michael, does the Confront the Mighty say printed or just...
Oh, guys, we can check on the Dice Coalition. It says it on there. Unless they don't have the... No, they don't. Yeah, they have it up. It says target... no, it doesn't mention.
Yeah, so you can buff.
Yeah, it's target opposing character die. So, well, actually, you know what? No, because it says target opposing character die, I would imagine that there would rule it that, it looks at the die's printed stats.
No, because it says character die, no?
It says attack and defense, not printed.
They look at the die, right? Wouldn't they look at the die and you'd say, oh, that's a 1 and 8? Or do they just also, does it also soak up that extra buffs?
Don't know what the Splinter's teachings say.
Yeah, I guess Splinter's teachings says the same wording, and that they did rule that takes the buffs, so probably takes the buffs.
Yeah.
So
either way.
All right, what's the next one? Michael.
All right, next one is crowd fighting. What? I'm sorry.
No, go for it.
Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Crowd fighting. Choose an active character die. Deal damage equal to that character's die level. To all opposing character dice.
Oh, 1, 2, or 3 damage.
Yes.
So all opposing, so it's breath weapon.
Yeah, 1, 2, or 3 without hitting your opponent's face.
So blam, 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 and this do almost the same thing.
Blam, blam, blam is worse.
Yes.
Decidedly worse.
But might be able to be used again.
That's true. Well, no, like how often are you not going to KO something by doing 1 damage? Because you already
KO'd all the sidekicks with the Thor.
No, but blam, blam, blam deals damage equal to the lowest defense of character. So you're always going to KO at least one thing.
You feel Thor, clear out all the level 1s.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I just don't see any possible way for that to trigger.
The only way it wouldn't is if they use like Samantha Wilson Global to prevent a damage to something, or if it's got Iron Will, which nothing really does. Like, there's very few ways that it wouldn't kill something.
Yeah, I'm not. I was thinking the same thing this whole time. I'm trying to figure out how this isn't just terrible.
That fits right on the troll team.
Crowd fighting seems better than Blam Blam Blam.
It is.
Definitely.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think Blam 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 is any good.
Yeah.
Like both of them you want to use with staff, but crowd fighting by itself is better.
Crowd fighting, you're picking which die is doing the defense damage, where Blam 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 is just whatever the lowest one is.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, anyway,
moving on. What's the next one?
All right. So the next one is I want you. Continue
but what's the
beginning of your opponent's turn. Choose an energy type. Oh, it says I want you.
You joke, Michael.
Sorry. Read the card.
Oh, I'm sorry. Continuous at the beginning of your opponent's turn. Choose an energy type. All character dice of that energy type must attack this turn and deal no combat damage. If any of those character dice are unblocked, they remain in the field zone rather than being placed in the use pile at the end of turn. At the end of your opponent's attack step, send this die to your use pile.
Just a wall of text.
Wasn't that
basically-
an effect on a non-continuous
Yes.
a long time ago?
Yes.
What was it called?
That was a War of Light card, wasn't it?
Wasn't it?
It wasn't fighting. What was it called? Pick your battles? No.
No, that was something else. we all obviously used it because we can't remember the name of it.
Anyway, so basically what you're
Green
looking
Lantern.
Against a mono energy team, amazing. Except you
I
have
mean,
to
really,
KO
is
them.
it? Because like you still have to supply the blockers to actually do anything. Otherwise, it's just okay. We push them now. They come back. You know, like so.
You've been
yeah,
chosen.
That was it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
So
this
you
is
pay
continuous,
for,
so you can leave it in the field.
well at the end of your opponent's attack steps in this.
That's
It's
true.
only got
Oh, yeah.
continuous to explain the ability.
Yeah. Never
So
mind.
no,
Yeah.
it's pretty trash.
Yeah.
We can move on.
Yeah. It has to be playing a single energy team,
All right.
and then you have to have enough blockers to KO their stuff. And if those two stars align, then it's perfect. But otherwise, yeah.
Essentially, what like the best case scenario is you're paying 4 to KO Shriek.
This was pretty good with Vicious Struggle, though.
Why?
No, because they don't do any combat damage.
Yeah,
Don't they? I'm sure they
it
did.
says deal no
What's the
combat.
point of that?
Maybe
though?
the old one.
The point of it is you can block with everything, and then your stuff doesn't KO, but their stuff does.
Yeah, because they don't deal damage to you. The point is like you break walls. It's a wall
Yeah.
breaker, but that
Yeah.
doesn't matter in most.
But like someone
okay,
who's playing this
okay.
game for the first
I know.
time,
It was
Exactly.
with Jim Castor, that's what.
they're gonna need a wall breaker once they play these games where they
Dumb.
live with walls.
That's right.
It's also a force attack. Like, oh, they're keeping their shriek or their utility in the field. You go,
well,
okay.
but you can't let it out.
You have to kill it.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
kill it.
Yeah,
Still.
you have to kill it, but at least it's attacking for you to block it. Where
True.
if it's
Yeah, and the timing window is nice because then on your turn their field is clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
Squad goals. No, raise
Squad
shield.
goals.
The next
No,
one is
squad
squad
goals.
goals.
Squad goals.
Squad goals. Draw and roll a die for each different energy type among your active character die. Sidekicks do not have an energy type. Rolled dice are placed in the reserve pool.
Like it.
There you go. Get that white liner out. 4 dice.
Oh,
Pay 4, roll 4.
Yep.
Spot out, roll 8.
But it's draw and prep or draw and roll.
Draw and roll.
So then you get that spot and get 8.
That's the
Yep.
best case scenario, though, is pay 4, roll 8.
Yeah, you have to.
But then you've either got a what if character or you're specifically building your team to have all 4 energy types.
Yeah.
Exactly, which makes you go, why are you building your team that way? How are you going to win? You got to find some way to win. If you're building your team just to draw 4, roll 8, or pay 4, roll 8.
The investigation spot is pretty broken already. Like adding
don't
the
need 8.
extra.
Yeah. If
Well,
this is your only set, this is like
Yeah, I was
reliably
gonna
you're
say
drawing and
in
rolling
set.
2, 3 dice, but
Yeah,
it's
it's cool.
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, you don't have
Gearing
spot.
up.
All right, yeah. Next
Yeah,
one.
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, you're right. It is totally gearing up in that case.
All right, next one's take cover. Character dice you control get +2 defense. Burst, double burst. Also, target character die you control gets an additional +3d. Global pay shield. Target character gets +1 defense.
You use this
Yeah.
on Iron Man to trigger the global gain life.
Oh, yeah.
That's
We've seen it before. It already exists.
Yeah,
This is the
It does. It does indeed.
Use this
But now it's
global to
back.
make your confront the mighty ridiculous.
To make
But it was
work.
never like it was like on your opponent's turn is not when you want extra defense, and you can't use
Doesn't
actions
matter, you
on
just
your
make it
opponent's
global.
or on your turn. I mean, yeah, I mean the global, but it always seemed like the kind of action that they would make if you could use actions on your opponent's turn.
Or if you could stat flip,
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it was good with.
because
Yeah.
you're paying 3 to give something like +5
Here-
defense. That's
Here's to
+5 10.
hoping they have a stat flip soon.
I love that global.
They brought force attack back. You never know. They could.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but give the blob +5 defense.
It's so
And then
sick, and then flip it.
13,
Oh
and
yeah.
then
I'm telling you, I would if that stat flip global still existed, I'd be running blob teams like
Oh wait,
Assault.
it's character
Oh,
die
yeah.
you control. Oh no, that's not.
Like, old school.
But this is all character dice get +2 defense. So even your sidekicks are 1/3s, and then with a stat flip, you can make them 3/1s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
awesome.
It's like the old school copper dragon.
All right.
Yeah, I don't see that being useful unless you're a stat flip.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Under surveillance.
All right, next one's going to be under surveillance. Target character die is considered to be level 1. Attack and defense values, fielding cost, and burst, if any, and it's unblockable until the end of turn. Global, pay double mass, spin target character die down 1 level.
Stealth Ops makes a return.
Exactly, stealth ups.
I would see a lot of use for this card.
Yep, it's okay.
If you've got something that you want unblocked because it's going to get crazy stats, then this is a cheaper way to do it than Dimension Door. Because
Yep.
the level 1 stats probably won't make much of a difference.
I don't know if you guys remember seeing this in the 2-team takedown. I had a bat flip team. That Catwoman was getting a +10 every turn, but I needed Dimension Door to get it through. Under surveillance would take care of that quite easily.
Yeah.
Yep, that's cool. Also, the Fix It or something like that would be good.
And then the global can target your opponent's characters, right?
Yeah, make Yanti level 1 or level 2. So
Yeah.
on defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, expensive, but pretty good.
Yep.
Yep.
Wormhole.
Wormhole's a complicated one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wormhole. Yeah. Continuous. Whenever you could use a global ability, you may send this die to your use pile. If you do, return all dice controlled by a player other than their owner to their owner's field zone, and return all dice temporarily in the field zone to where they originally came from.
So this is like a direct counter to the card that steals the Loki.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, but does it say all? What if they captured your sidekicks with Blob or something?
Well, that's not the same as control though.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct. That's capture. That's different.
What would be the scenario in which you'd want to field Loki, and then on the same turn?
No, this is a counterplay against Loki. So like it's an
they
instant
can't.
counter.
If you field Loki on your turn, they can't use actions on your turn.
It's a
Continuous,
continuous.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
whenever
yeah.
you would use a global. So yeah,
Yeah.
this is literally only that.
Yeah.
That's so.
I mean, I
weird.
guess like Rare Crow. No, that's
Yeah.
capture, isn't it? It doesn't count as.
It's not control. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like there's
Jervis
literally
Tetch.
Jervis Tetch,
Yeah.
and you're not looking at much else that controls.
That's
So.
such a weird counter for something like doesn't even seem to be a thing.
Well, I mean, they're paying 6 to do their thing, and you're paying 3 and just leaving it out there. So it's a decent counter in set,
Yeah.
but again, it's in set, and this is a young like.
Yeah. No, I mean, you play this game a couple times. Maybe your friend beats you with that Loki a couple times, so you put this on the team the next time you play.
And
Bingo.
say you've activated my trap card.
Yeah, my wormhole.
All right.
This it's I don't know. This has
It makes me wonder if something else is coming that has to do with
Something,
that.
That's a good
yeah.
question. Yeah, that's a good question. If they're bringing something, because if so, then this becomes
definitely.
immediately useful.
Exactly.
Ish at 3.
there
Yeah.
must be a way to exploit that. It's a bit like that Loki card, right? It's like so.
But it's only contingent upon those things occurring.
Yeah, I know. So how do you? There must be a way. There's either a way to make it ridiculous or a way to just it's not good.
Yeah.
I mean, that one is more likely.
It's not like it's not like you can use Loki and then you get your card back, but they don't get theirs back or something.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm.
But guys, look, there's raised shields.
Ray Shields.
All right, the next one, Horn of the Unicorn, or I mean, Ray Shields. Control the +1/+1.
True story.
It's a
First
good
double
card,
burst,
though.
they also gain Overcrush. Global pay
Yep.
bolt, target character gets +1A.
A third of the time, you're given +1/+1 at Overcrush. That's solid.
Raise shields really isn't like the appropriate.
Yeah, that should be defensive, right?
Yeah.
Should be something attacky.
Yeah, totally.
But take cover, that's defensive too, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I
that makes
guess
sense.
Cap uses his shield as a weapon.
Yeah. Ray Spear is more like.
Amazon style, but that's DC.
Yeah, well. Yeah, I agree the theme doesn't really work, but it is Horn of the Unicorn. Horn of the Unicorn was pretty good.
Isn't that the same picture
Yeah.
they used on the collector box card?
Yeah, for
Civil War.
Vibranium shield.
for Vibranium Shield, yeah.
Confront the Mighty is Giant Man's art.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you notice, the confronting the mighty is exactly Giant Man.
Yeah,
Yep.
they just cut it up a little higher.
I looked down. I was like, "Where's Giant Man?" Oh,
And
Yeah.
the Iron Man is the same one from Uncanny, isn't it? The picture.
Michael sneaking Giant Man on there just to confuse us.
Takeover's new art, but it's almost exactly the same scene that was on the last Takeover.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like also an explosion they were jumping away from?
Oh,
yeah, they were jumping through a window.
Yeah, something like that. All right, well, that's all the cards. Basic actions and characters.
You did it.
That's it.
A 24-hour stream. We made it, guys.
Oh God. Oh my God, my family.
So, if I was to build a team with what we've seen today, I think Avengers would be a very, very mono Avengers would be a very heavy choice, I believe.
There's only 4 villains. You can't really build a villain team.
Unless you do the Whiz Kids, like, only have 4 characters.
Yeah.
You mean the like original
The starter.
Like your first game rules, yeah.
First game.
See, what I would do, raised shields, Avengers ID card, and the Black Widow with Ironheart from Guardians. Ironheart gets free fielding with another Avenger. She gets +1/+1 with 2 other Avengers. So you equip the ID card, Black Widow, raised shields. She's getting a +6, I believe.
Oh,
1,
wow.
2, 3, 4,
And Overcrush.
5, and Overcrush.
Yeah.
That is a beast of a team, and I would be so amazed if I could get to play that.
And then the
The
opposing
Infinity arrives in 2 months from now.
and then the opposing person brings Kate Bishop and just blinks it back every time.
Wow.
Didn't they spoil there's like another basic action with the global coming out too?
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
Warhammer set.
Ugh.
I would do Black Widow.
Yep, me too. What else do you? Black Widow and Big Interest.
Who wouldn't?
Just Black Widow.
That's
I
the
just want to
only
do
card.
Danger Room Black Panther shenanigans now.
Do you have sidekicks on this team also, or is it just Black Widow?
Just Black Widow. I start the game with 4 Black Widow dice.
All right.
All right, I think that's gonna do
All right,
it.
I don't know if anyone's still watching. If everybody who was watching is just talking to us right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just us. But yeah, I think I think we're at a good stopping point. I think everyone's kind of losing it already.
Yeah.
Good luck,
So-
everyone.
No,
Yeah,
no,
thanks.
I almost
Yeah.
did well. No,
Yeah,
hey
thanks,
guys, thank
Michael.
you
That's a
so
Michael.
much for like hanging out with me, talking about this, and
Oh,
No,
I
we
appreciate all of
appreciate
you
it.
guys. You know, this has actually been really, really fun.
Yeah. No,
Dude.
thanks for opening on stream with us.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
That's
man.
awesome, man.
Anytime
I
you
know.
want to come on stream with us, Mike, just let us know, dude. Also, let me know when you get your card.
I appreciate you guys very much.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's an ordeal. I still have to call the post office yet and find out about that.
Oh, dude. Let me know
Robert
when
feels
you get
bad
it.
that you don't have it
No,
yet.
it's no worries. We'll get her hashed out.
Cool.
Thanks,
I
Ben.
I'll
feel
make
bad
it
that
more
the
crashing the
artwork is in the hands of the
Yeah,
USPS.
sorry for crashing the stream.
It's all good.
We're
You
used
probably
to
made
it.
it last about a half hour shorter.
I Alright. I'm going. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye,
Alright.
everyone.
All right, guys.
Good night.
All right.
Good night.
So,
Good
as
sleep.
everybody can tell, that's going to do it for us here at Chris and Rob's Game Room, or Chris and Rob Game Room, no apostrophe S. Check us out on Facebook or Twitter and join our conversations on Discord. The links to each are in the description below. Also, last but not least, be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for hanging out.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.